having each received a letter. Something new for some, something familiar for others. Having finished up your business, you each, some taking their time, some more rapidly, making moves towards a building in the Ring of Stone. An office that you found out later belonged to Sebastian Vayman, the voice of Argentum, a man who runs the various forms in which the news takes in the city. Papers and criers, and the way that information gets spread around the town. Strider arrived first, was given a brief description of some possible jobs to come. Yorna arrived soon after, and was interviewed. Questions asked about the Iron Legion's response to the warden malfunction at the gates. Following that, Lily joined the group in this office. Sebastian trying to coerce her into joining the efforts that he was trying to assemble this group for, having seen her display at the gates and during the caravan attacks. With some ready to go, and others a little more on the fence, you all went about your evening business. Until Strider and Lily stumbled upon the fact that Jim, the individual that had brought Lily to town, had gone missing, maybe a day before. Gone back down the same route that they took to get to the city to pick up a chunk of ore that had supposedly fallen off the cart. Upon arriving there, you soon realized that the wagon had been abandoned for some time, and that Jim had been himself snatched and taken into the woods. You followed some tracks of oversized footprints, of bloodstains, and eventually came across an old ruin where Strider noticed large spiders sleeping among the stonework. Lily went back to fetch Yorna, and eventually the group met up to take on the spider threat, trying and hoping to find old Jim as soon as they could. You made your way back to the ruins, swiftly dealt with the spiders, found a goblet hanging from a spider web, encased in silk, drained of blood. You continued on, following this path, trying to find Jim. And by the time that midnight fell, there was still no sign of anything ahead, so you settled down for camp. Just as the group was waking, Yorna spotted something in the distance. 4 short humanoid individuals a few hours down the path, back where the spiders were slain. And with them a smaller creature of some description. As everyone now awakes, Yorna, you can see that these creatures are beginning to make their way slowly down the path in your direction. And as you all awaken, what's everyone doing?
I'm gonna stand up, pat myself down, and just kind of put myself into a more orderly fashion.
Yeah.
And just kind of, I'm gonna wait for the mysterious figures. I would have to talk to them.
Last time I got, saw some figures coming. And they're like walking, not running, not in a rush. They're taking their time.
Just seem to be taking their time down the path that you guys came. They're probably still a good hour in the distance. Probably haven't spotted you guys yet.
So what were the size of the figures? There was one smaller than a goblin.
Yeah, there was one small, and then the others were the same size as the goblin that you'd found out before, roughly.
Well, I assume you see what I see.
Well, yes. We should wait, and I think we should talk to them.
I'm on the belief that maybe we should be a bit more wary.
They might know something.
They might, but I don't think we should openly show ourselves till we know exactly who and what they are.
I mean,
We can probably have Riona out to ask some questions while we stay back.
I understand if you don't want to stay out in the open. I can just stand here and wait for them. You can.
If you're gonna stay, I'll stay with you. It's just, I think that there are. If you remember, the tracks that I saw following the big one were kind of as small as the one in the middle there. So I just think it could be one of the culprits, potentially.
Potentially, but I also think that we should talk with them and see if maybe they're on the same track as us.
Well, I think even if they are a threat, there isn't enough of them anyway, so I will stand out on the road / pathway with Yorna.
Okay. What's Lily doing?
She'll probably like also be up front, but like stand behind both of them.
That's right. Alright. And you stand there for probably a good half an hour or so as these figures continue walking down the path that you travelled the night before. And eventually you can see that their approach changes, more guarded, as it would appear that they've noticed you, at the very least. Still far enough away that they're out of earshot, but still continuing in your direction.
Do they look like they're from the city?
Give me a perception check.
May I walk there? See if they're from the city or if they're like creatures.
Yeah, give me a
More
perception
lived
check.
on the
24.
24.
nat 20.
Damn, I
Okay.
rolled a
First
19.
roll.
For perception, that means it's a 28.
28. Yoma, you would see that these are in fact goblins as they're approaching. Much shorter than a human, almost shorter than a halfling. Green-skinned and armors and rusted weaponry. With a nat 20, Strider, you would notice as well that they have one of them on a leash has a wolf that is trying to run ahead, trying to get past them. Seems interested or aggravated by the fact that there's someone else on the path ahead of them. You also notice that two of them are dragging behind them the corpse of a sheep.
Oh,
Seems like I might have been correct. How do you want to deal with this?
I do still want to talk with them.
Alright, then I will... yeah, I'll stay there. I'll just take a step back and I will ready a crossbow shot if they be aggressive.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's behind me still, I'm just like ready to like
Yeah.
quick draw.
Sweet.
I'm gonna make sure that my hands are like visibly not holding any weaponry, like I'm not meaning to appear threatening.
As they get a little closer, you can see that somewhere between a dog and a wolf, something that has clearly been bred at some point in its heritage, but it's kind of gone feral and wild again. Tied to a leash that one of these goblins is holding back as it is trying to like scrape through the gravel to get closer to you guys. The reason that they've been traveling slowly, you can see, is that sheep that they're carrying behind them, which is leaving a faint trail of blood and looks like it's been partially carved up. As they get closer, you can see crooked, like crude weaponry, rusted over. One of them has a longer pole arm on their back, dressed in all manner of like scrap metals for armor, as well as like tattered leathers, with all of them having some amount of like red on their outfit.
Judging from their like wolf companion, does it look like they're tracking someone, or they're just trying to go somewhere?
Give me an insight check.
19.
19. It looks like they are confused.
Do I know if most goblins speak common?
Give me a... We'll make that a survival check.
I had 19.
19. Most typically, yes.
I will lean down to Lily. I think you should stay back a little bit. Yeah. Potentially, and I will grab my shoulder strap that's holding my blades.
Yeah.
And I'll hand you it. And just put it on your back for a second. I'll draw this. Actually, I won't draw it. Just hold it on to that for now and stay back, just in case.
Are they for me or for you?
For me.
Alright.
Alright.
Just don't want you getting randomly attacked by the dog if it does charge out of it.
Okay. At this point, as you've kind of given them a keen look as they approach, they're probably nearing within earshot now. You can hear the muffled growling of that dog barking, trying to scrape away from its leash to get towards you guys.
What are you planning on asking them?
I want to know what they're planning on doing with the sheep, but also if they are following a trail of someone. I don't know. I feel like our goals might align. If they don't, well, I think it's still worth an ask.
I'll let you do you for now.
And I'll wait for them to come closer.
Yeah. As you finish saying that, you hear one of them call out from the front. Who goes there?
My name is Yorna. I'm just here with a party, and we're looking for a missing person. Might I ask why you're here?
Heading home.
What did he say? Sorry.
Heading home.
I'm sorry. What?
We are heading home.
Oh, heading home. Yes. My apologies. Do you know the area well then?
Well enough.
We are looking for someone. And
Dwarf, really old, might have an attitude of some kind.
have you seen a dwarf
Weird.
recently?
He kind of turns to the one next to him and they start having a conversation. You guys doing anything?
I'll just wait and see what the response is.
Sam, my old man Strider's kind of just face palming how this is going right now.
No dwarf.
No dwarf. Where'd you get that sheep from?
Look, we don't want no trouble.
I'm just checking you didn't get it off someone's farm, did you?
You can see at this point they've stopped moving towards you.
How far away are they?
Probably a good 200 feet.
Did he seem caught off by my question about the farm? Or...
Give me an insight check.
So if these are the guys that have been ransacking the farm, 7.
They seem to have their guard up.
Okay.
You guys do realize we're not just looking for Jim. There was, a
Yes.
neighbor that went missing. And his sheep keep getting killed.
Well, that's why I'm questioning.
We just only asked about Jim so far.
I just don't think they would know. We don't know anything about the name.
Was it you that killed the spiders?
And I point at Strider.
How?
I point at my swords.
and you see they start walking towards you again.
I'll just wait and see how this pans out.
I've still got my crossbow ready.
As they approach, the one that has the wolf on a leash kind of veers off a little bit and ties the leash to a tree.
Okay.
And he's just going to that one is going to stand over there by the wolf as the rest continue approaching.
Were the spiders a problem for you?
Yes and no.
Are they moving in a way that they might try and surround us, or they just want to come in closer?
Give me another insight check.
18.
18. They look very on guard
Okay.
and look like they are going to present ready for combat, but they are approaching to talk.
Okay.
Once they get about 30 feet, I'll take 2 steps forward.
Okay. Eventually they get pretty close up, within range. You take a few steps forward and they all kind of stop and their hands go to their weapons.
No trouble. No trouble.
Right, no trouble.
What do you want to talk about?
You killed spiders.
Yeah, they're just insects.
Right. How many of us do you think you could take down?
Can I eyeball them and see how strong they are compared to kobolds?
Yeah, give me a quick investigation check. Or even investigation or insight, you choose.
I do like both, but I'll take insight.
After he says that, I would like to straighten my back out and look a teensy bit more threatening.
Okay.
17.
Do you want to just give me an intimidation check?
Intimidate.
Intimidation. 18.
18. I mean, you would know that, typically speaking, goblins are a little stronger than a kobold. Not by much, but, you know, they usually have a little more meat in their bones, a little more armored, a little more intelligent. But as they approach, you can see that these goblins are thin. They're gaunt.
How many could I take out if they were like yous? You asking?
Sure.
Do you need help with something?
Answer the question.
I killed how many kobolds we first met?
Many.
Many. With a good day's work, probably 20.
Right. Why are you out here?
We are looking for a
My
friend.
friend.
So you help people?
We do.
Yes.
I'm a monster hunter. I kill monsters for hire. So if you hire us to kill something, we'll do it.
Right, right. You can see the one that is talking now stows his weapon and just kind of walks as close as he feels comfortable, maybe 15, 20 feet away from you guys.
I was gonna say, what did my intimidation check do for all of that?
I mean, they definitely... Any readiness they had for a fight left them.
Okay, good.
And he approaches. And again, you can see that they are thin and gaunt, but the sheep that they have with them is only missing a leg. We've recently had trouble. Some newcomer came in, killed Rhonda. He doesn't have the smarts like Rhonda did.
This person happened to be large.
Then one of the others pops up first. Larger than us.
What is this newcomer? Like, race, species?
Looks like a bugbear. Too strong for a bugbear.
Checked on bugbear.
What is that?
The large furry thing. Yeah,
But
but
it's
more
not a
humanoid.
big, humanoid.
In its shape.
My question still stands. Where did you get the sheep?
Look, we don't want no trouble. With Rond gone, we don't know where it's safe to hunt.
Well, if we help you, will you stay away from any farms, and maybe I can direct you to some better hunting grounds?
If we have places to hunt, we won't need the farms.
All right.
Based on the footprints that I saw, they are larger than the bugbears.
Significantly.
Significant. You say it looks like a bugbear, but it's bigger?
Same size, just too strong.
So you're wanting us to deal with this bugbear-esque creature?
Yeah.
So they said it's the same size as bugbear, but I've seen the footprints be bigger. Can I try to see if they're lying about the bugbear?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
It's actually a trig.
17.
17. They seem to be being truthful.
Is there something you're not telling us? Is there another large creature? Because I've seen footprints leading there that suggest that whatever large creature's there, it should be quite larger compared to a bugbear.
Oh, that would be drawn.
And who's drawn?
One of our guards. Good with a weapon.
What race?
Ogre.
Okay. And is he on your side of this?
Yeah. Drawn and Crow are both on the payroll of the newcomer. They're getting fed, so keep him safe.
So what you should really be asking is how many goblins we can kill, as well as an ogre and a buffed up bugbear.
I do want to be clear on what we are killing here. I don't want to accidentally kill one of your friends.
Best we know, there'll be two standing at the gate. There'll be the problem. Everyone else too hungry to fight.
The two at the gate, are they goblins?
That's Dron and Grove.
Oh.
Keeping this newcomer safe.
Alright, so we kill the two guards. Or gatekeepers.
Sure.
And that's it? Just those two? And then anything else that puts up a fight?
And the newcomer.
And the newcomer. Yes, right.
Can I ask you this? How did the newcomer gain authority?
He killed Rond. Ate him.
And did he challenge him to combat first, or?
Sure, but there wasn't much of a fight.
So your leadership can be challenged at any time?
People don't usually. We liked Rond. We had the smarts. Kept us bellies full.
And how can you compensate us for helping?
By not touching the farms.
Yeah, we can stop with the farms if you can give us hunting grounds. And Rond had a treasury. Some shinies he kept safe.
You get shinies, I keep the farms safe.
Don't know what's in there. He wouldn't let us in there, and the newcomers claimed it, but...
So that would do. You have to think. people have already lost their lives over this, and sheep. So money goes a long way to farmers who have lost their valuable food.
You
So
do make
just
a good
protecting
point.
them.
Yes, I did not think
So you will help us.
We will help you.
All right.
And then hopefully maybe we find Jin there. And this neighbor.
Can you give us a moment to come up with a plan?
Sure. Just grab the wolf.
There are 3 ways we can go about this in my head. As you said, we could try kill the 2 guards and then go in. Or we could trick the newcomer into a challenge and make him come out, and then all we gotta do is defeat 1. Or we sneak in and then only have to defeat 1.
I like the idea of challenging the newcomer, because then at the very least we can spare those 2 that are guarding the place.
Yeah.
And then at least maybe they can, they probably have their own system for dealing with betrayal.
What if they only...
Then we don't give them that.
And if the guards try to provide aid?
Well, if they get themselves mixed up in it, then of course they're gonna have to die. As much as that pains me to say, it's the reality of sticking your nose into something that you really shouldn't.
DM, my knowledge and practitioner, are goblins and orcs monsters?
Give me very low DC. Give me a history check.
Low roll. 8.
Yeah, that was decent. They're considered like demi-humans. So they are monstrous races that have resemblance to humanoids. So there are, and again, like tabaxi turtles would be also considered demi-humans, but these are more monstrous than some.
What about compared to kobolds?
Very, very similar level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to see what you guys can do when it comes to being a part of the party. So I'll let you guys decide what route we go.
I do think we should challenge. You know me, if I can challenge something instead of having to sneak my way through, I much prefer the first option. That is my stand on it, but I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I don't mind it. I did bring up the plan, so.
I don't mind it either. Worried.
What?
We'll find Jin.
Goblins.
Yes.
Does it have to be someone? Can any race challenge the newcomer?
I mean, it doesn't usually happen. We wouldn't know. There's no system for it. Ron just got his head bit off.
Okay, fair enough.
We are going off of the fact that this creature is intelligent enough to decide that he wants to duel for who knows what reason.
And if that doesn't work, we just have to battle them, I guess.
I do think the plan B would be that if he doesn't cooperate with the duel, then we just take him out anyway. It just means that some other people might get hurt, is the only problem with it. But
Let's go to the place. Let me eye it out. And I'll sneak in alone and see what he is. And I'll come back with something to that.
yeah, that sounds great.
And then at least we'll have edge in combat. Alright. Lead us to your newcomer.
All right. Town's about a day's walk away. Might make it by nightfall if we hurry.
Perfect.
There's a few things to look out for on the way back. We'll point them out.
Okay.
and they'll start leading you. You notice that where this kind of overgrown gravel road has been for a while, eventually kind of dissipates into the forest, fully overgrown, and they start leading you down a beaten path, but something that you might have missed if they hadn't pointed it out to you. And they start making their way through the forest. Anything you guys are doing as you're with them? They'll have 2 of them in front with the wolf and 2 behind you guys as you're walking.
At this point, I trust these goblins enough to not keep a constant eye on them, so I'm gonna look out to like our left and right and see if like anything seems like it might jump out at us, something being sneaky about it.
Give me a perception check.
While I walk, I watch the goblins.
Alright.
8.
8. Doesn't seem to be. The goblins seem to be keeping a keen eye out on anything that they know would be in this area.
I whip out my giant, like, book and I just start looking at it while watching them.
I assume you are attempting to assess these creatures?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to make for me then? This will be an investigation check.
Investigation. 14.
14.
Yes.
You get the sense that each of these are lower 1 threat level, including the wolf.
Okay.
And I mean, despite looking dexterous enough to make a quick run in combat, they seem to be just kind of straight swingers.
Watching them walking together, did they feel like they're in sync? Like they could be really good at teamwork?
Yo, you're about to lead like a goblin army. They are malnourished.
They go
I'm asking if they,
tactics.
yeah, I figured
Yeah.
that.
They're less animalistic in the way that a kobold would.
Okay.
They don't seem to have the same level of like feral combat strategy. They seem to think that they're strong enough alone to not have to require each other's help.
Once we get close to the place, let us know, because I'll be going in alone just to sneak a look at this newcomer.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
Gotta get information before we fight. Makes us better.
Was the spiders challenging?
No. Not much, maybe.
I mean, not awful. But it was a fight.
I one-shot one of the big ones.
You might live.
Why?
Sure, we'll be fine.
Yeah, well.
They continue walking you forward for 3-4 hours. Almost nearing midday, the heat beginning to really push through the forest at this point. Till eventually the one at the front pulls the wolf back and the 2 at the front crouch down and one puts a hand up.
Yeah, I'll stop.
What would your guys' marching order be between the brothers?
I was gonna say if I wasn't in front of Strider, I'd be behind Strider.
Be in the middle.
Okay. Then one of them will turn around to Strider at the
Yeah.
front. Hear that?
Do I hear that?
Give me, and everyone can give me a perception check.
They've been 1 month. 22.
23. Dude, I'm rolling 7.
The 2 of you at the front can hear just faintly on the breeze. You would have missed it unless the goblins had dropped silent. The subtle hum of a melody. a musical voice just echoing through the forest. It feels like a sweet hum, but you recognize that there is language to it. This kind of twisted tongue that doesn't make much sense. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Wait, she didn't even hear it.
I speak
Roll
Sylvan.
a damn.
Yeah.
I speak Sylvan.
And Strider.
Many languages.
Wait, do you actually?
Yeah, I speak 8 languages.
Jesus Christ.
I speak that.
You hear this, like, ancient Fey melody. This almost like a whisper of a song that sounds very upbeat and sweet and loving, but is telling a tale of, like, luring people into the forest. A tale of them getting lost in the woods and enveloped by the vines. This sweet, serene song with a very dark Fey message behind it, just faintly echoing through the woods. And the goblin in front of you guys says, "Try not to listen. Keep moving forward. Be quiet."
I'm gonna plug my ears.
Yeah. What direction is the sound coming from?
Goodness, if you guys are heading east, this would be coming from like your northeast-ish. Northeast.
Also, he said the guard was an ogre, right?
Yeah, no.
One of them was. Like, are they both ogres, or?
You didn't ask about the second one.
I do have that. I just don't have it on this book right now. But mention that one.
That's why you're a scout.
I will take a few steps towards the music.
Oh, okay.
Just, I want to see if I feel anything.
Do you want to give me... Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah. Why not?
Give me a stealth check.
Why not?
Lily and Yona staying still in this moment as you see Strider begin to leave the group.
Well, I'm gonna...
We'll see if they see me. 24.
Well, I mean, surely at this point, I'm following Strider, I'm following... Strider's gone. You know, like...
You'd see him duck behind a tree, but you wouldn't see where he ended up.
Just leaking in front of your eyes and then right.
Strider! Come back.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
I tell the goblins to stop for a minute.
Yeah, I've completely surrendered. Can I also get stealth checks from you guys? Be low DC since you're trying not to know. Just to be safe.
Okay, not bad. Rolled a 16
9.
and a 14. 14.
As you take a few steps closer, the music seems to slightly change its tune. No, it's tune. The words behind it. Where it goes from this just general tale to the words shifting, changing slightly to a here they come to get lost in the forest, to never be seen again. You take a few steps forward, and all of you would notice this kind of faint, like, warmth around your temples. Your vision, not blurry, but mildly unfocused.
I would like to keep my ears plugged.
I want to put my hand through my clothes. I want to just take one step forward and see if I can get a reaction out of my necklace.
At this distance, you'd be too far away. You can tell that this singing is maybe 100 or so feet away.
Really random. I want to grab some sort of lid or something on
Some
me so I
cotton.
can just.
Do
So
you
that I
have something in your inventory that could be used for such a thing?
surely I plug my ears with bone dice.
It didn't matter.
Eh, eh. No, I don't. I'll just keep my ears plugged.
I'll turn and go back to the group.
Mhm.
I would actually like to study the song that's being sung.
Oh,
and
no.
repeat the song.
Repeat it.
Interesting. As it kind of increases in volume a little bit and that tune slightly changes, you would start picking up that melody as well. And repeating it.
Mhm.
It's interesting. You can... Do you want to give me... Give me an Arcana check.
Right. 13.
13. As the words are coming to you and you start trying to repeat them, you get the sense that whatever source is muttering this is infusing it with a level of innate enchantment.
I do try to see if I remember ever hearing about a creature like this that could sing.
Give me a history check.
Oh, man. That one.
That one. I mean, first thing that comes to mind is a siren, but you're not in the middle of the ocean, so that wouldn't make sense.
No, there's a lake.
Still
I'll regroup with the others. Will you? You should be okay. We need to come back here and deal with this creature at some point.
Do we know what it is?
At this point, Strider, you have the highest passive perception. To your left, maybe 60 feet away, there's a glimpse of something. You watch something emerge from behind a tree and disappear behind another, maybe 10 feet away.
Can I roll
The
to see?
music has stopped.
What?
Can I roll to see if I was able to catch like a better glimpse? Let's see if I can.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Fight it later. I think you're fighting it now.
Oh, I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
a good roll. Yeah. Well, I actually rolled lower than that. Damn. Shoot. Perception. Sorry. 11.
11. You catch that glimpse moving 15, 20 feet, and as you turn to look, all that you see is what appears to be just leaves brushing behind a tree, but you could have sworn that it was a humanoid figure of some description.
Everyone, get your weapons out, and I will grab my silver sword out of what Lily's holding.
To the
You're my
goblins. Okay.
Oh, what?
If you don't think you can fight, hide.
Why is it stopped? Why is it stopped?
Hide.
I saw something, and I will draw out my crossbow, and I will aim at the tree that I saw originally, and I will aim 25 feet into the bush that way. So I'll just go 25 feet and then just try to luck shot it.
And I'm trying to get these goblins to hide.
Yeah.
Because they don't seem like they're in fighting form at the moment.
What's Lily doing in this moment?
I would just have my rapier out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get a group perception check?
I'll actually grab the swords that Liz on and I'll lean the big sheaf against the tree.
I'm rolling like fire today.
Perception. I made the 15.
24.
Sure. As you're kind of gathering goblins, trying to get them to hide, and they start bunkering down, you watch Strider pull his crossbow and shoot it off into the forest. And as he does that, you catch a glimpse on the opposite side of the track of something moving between two trees and disappearing from sight.
Oh, in relation to Strider, where is that, like, clockwise?
Opposite side, essentially.
So, like, at 6 o'clock?
I mean, in that way,
Yeah.
it's
Pretty
Okay, so then I'll go, Strider, 6 o'clock!
backward shot.
You shoot another one off. As you do, a voice that's almost sourceless sounds like it's coming from the leaves on the trees around you. And who would wander into my grove?
Behind me, the voice?
It's just kind of sourcelessly coming from the leaves of the trees above you.
We are not your enemy. We're just passing through.
And yet, there are bolts hitting my trees.
He's nervous.
Please.
I'm gonna put my hand on Lily's shoulder and kind of push her back a bit, and I'll be like, I wandered into your forest. If you want to fight someone, fight me.
Can I get a persuasion check from both?
I was gonna say, please give her the persuasion. He's nervous.
Oh man, it's like one of my fellas that don't have
17.
5 pluses. 16.
Nervous, as he should be. You're in my forest here. This is not somewhere you should be wandering.
I'll speak in Slytherin. What are you? Or what do people call you? Oh,
I am the forest. The forest is me. People call me by many names. Spirit, Siren, Ryan, the voice of the forest.
As it's speaking, do I feel anything from my chest?
No.
No. We're just here to do a favor for these goblins, and we'll be on our way.
Give me a persuasion check.
3.
Ah!
The goblins. A nuisance, but an acceptable one.
Fair.
Leave one of them with me, and I'll let the rest of you pass.
Ah!
Is there anything I can offer instead?
I don't know, is there?
Wait. Where are we on the map?
In the woodworks.
Like, what at this point, a day and a half away from the city to, like, the southeast of the city.
Just check my book of monsters real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to use, to confirm, because I want to confirm this.
Yeah.
I use one of my slots,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to grab something inside my shirt again.
Okay.
I'm going to focus, and I'm going to use Primeval Awareness within 1 mile radius of me.
Mm-hmm.
Any abjuration, celestials, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, undead.
Let me quickly check something. You get a strong sense of faith. Whatever this is, it's been here for a long time.
I will open my book and go to my page about phase. I will. It's not in here, but for RP purposes. No, it is in here. Look at that.
Okay.
And I will go. And I will say out loud, and I will whisper to Aisha first. Are you ready?
We can negotiate.
But who's telling what else this person will trick other people into? If we have a chance to get it now, we must take it.
Make a contract.
Your whispers would suggest you leave no gift, nor goblin.
I have a question for you, old great forest being. Saying that sarcastically.
Yeah, there's just an awaiting silence.
You use sweet voices and songs, but I wonder if your true form might be as ugly as a hag.
You hear this almost soft laughter bouncing off of the tree canopies. Those old crones know not beauty the way I do. I am everything they wish to be, and everything they despise.
Sorry, I have no idea what that means. Shit, was I wrong?
And you are a singer, yes?
Of sorts.
Does thou have a physical form?
That I do.
From one singer to another, I offer a peace offering for us to pass. And I pull out the throat syrup that's trying to keep me.
What do you do with it?
If you will face me in your physical form, then I can give this to you.
Give me a persuasion check.
What's 10?
The throat syrup box.
17.
17. Alright. Just
It buffs her so that either her radius is bigger or her like song is more tantalizing.
Started just went on a limb to guess what it was. Hope I'm correct and not wrong.
You think it's a hag?
I'm just saying thing I call it for sure.
As you say that and hold the vial in your hand, speaking out to the forest, you notice a tree not 15 feet from where you guys are walking. The bark of the exterior shifts, and from it a feminine figure emerges, pulls through the tree like she had always been inside of it, and steps out. This 7-foot-tall feminine figure that seems almost... that appears naked in form, but featureless all over. Roots and bark curl up and around, adorning her. Leaves grow over the shoulders and up the hair. It is a being of the forest that has warped what they can to look feminine and appealing. These piercing blue eyes look out at you. She stands taller than anyone in the group.
Oh.
The goblin's trembling off by the trees.
How close is she?
15 feet away from you guys.
Do I get a feeling now?
Immediate, like, full on. She steps out and kind of takes her hand in Lily's direction. Her arm is pure, unblemished skin. It appears human. As she reaches out, vines move their way down her arm. And what would you offer me?
This aiding syrup in case of any irritation to your throat.
She reaches out, and when her hand gets maybe 3 or 4 inches away from it, the vines latch onto it.
I want to step in before she grabs the vial, and I'm gonna go in front of Lily and grab her shoulders. And I'm like, "Are you sure you want to give this to her? It could
Do not stand in the way.
making contracts could be bad." And as I pretend to say that shit,
Yeah.
I'm going to pour one of my vials of poison into the mixture.
Are you doing that secretly or can I see it?
I'm in front of you, so you can see it. And I'm just wondering while I'm saying, "Are you sure you want to give this to her? You don't know what she might want in return." Blah blah blah. As I try and pour poison into
From
it.
just being in her presence, does she feel somewhat of a godly figure?
Give me
Spear and eye inside.
give me a nature check on everything around you at the moment.
As something in my chest is just going.
18.
18. Not necessarily godly, but she is a spirit that derives from this forest. So she is not celestial, but as close as a nature force could be.
I'll just handle it for now.
I still pour
Straight up, does a 21 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, that does it.
You take 13 slashing damage. Jesus. And you feel vines wrap around you.
13 slashing.
Can I get everyone to roll initiative? Just so that we have a turn order.
Okay.
For whatever.
Ooh. 16.
Additional. 19.
What's your dex?
4.
That's right.
Plus 4. Not 4.
How would that even make it?
Minus
Like
3?
Minus 3. Minus 4.
Yeah.
What do you guys get?
12.
17.
Hmm.
Strider, you feel yourself, those vines wrap around you, grappled, held in place. You are grappled and restrained. And the two of you watch as this ancient dryad's arm has expanded. The vines burst out the arm, maybe tripled in size, and it is like half a tree has wrapped itself around Strider. It is your turn in initiative if there's anything you wish to do.
I'm restrained
Yeah.
and grappled.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean for me?
Well, firstly, it means that at the start of your turn,
Oh, motherfucker.
you take an additional 5 piercing damage.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
I mean, you can attempt to break out if you wish, or anything else. Restrained means you cannot move. Attacks and dex saves have disadvantage, and attacks against you have advantage while you're restrained.
And how far away am I from this being?
Well, she was an arm's length from Lily, so you stepped in between, so
Okay.
like 5 feet.
So if one, I could attack.
You could if you.
No.
You could. You just have disadvantage.
And the tree is wrapped around my ass. Is it like almost a part of? Does it seem like almost
Like her shoulder has expanded, these roots have grown in size to wrap around you.
Then I would like to, as that grabs me,
Mhm.
the poison I was about to put into the thing, I just pour on to the tree that is holding me, knowing that poison's bad for trees, and
Poison's
maybe
bad.
we'll let go. Actually, I'm gonna. It's an action to try break out, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna need assistance here, and I'll cough up some blood,
Mhm.
and I will, instead of trying to get out,
Mhm.
use my hunter's sense as an action. I'm gonna choose one.
So you're not doing the poison?
No, I just
Okay.
let me check my monster book first. Okay. What I think it is then. Yeah, I'm gonna pour the poison
Okay.
on the arm. I'm gonna trust my book.
Mhm.
And trust that I was correct about my assumption. I think I'm correct. But I'm gonna trust.
This is just a vial of basic poison?
I say acid and poison. I'm gonna use acid. I think.
Is acid for loading your weapon?
Potentially, but I'm just gonna pour it on if that does anything. One of acid and then 3 poison. But maybe
I mean, up to you. We can
acid
improvise.
hurts shit.
Yeah.
So grab the bottle. I'm like just
Yeah.
just to try burn myself through because I know that I'm not stronger than a tree.
Yeah, give me 2d6 acid damage.
8 damage.
Alright. Anything else you?
Bonus action. Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay.
No, slow spray.
Alright.
That's actually slow spray.
Does that give you any additional benefits?
Nah, just so I can D6 on the first attack of my turn.
Sweet. Alright. That's the end of your turn. The Dryad is up. You would dare! You can see that vine-like arm squeezes around you.
She's not happy now.
Okay. As she does that, is going to plunge her other arm down onto the ground, her fingers lengthening into roots that pierce the earth, and every tree root and vine and leaf around you guys becomes hostile in that moment, and she is going to cast Plant Earth. Which means that for every square of movement you take at the moment, it costs 4 squares of movement.
Wait. So 5 feet is 20 feet.
Yes.
Oh. I was gonna say, where is everyone right now?
Alright, let's bring up a map.
Is it definitely depends on that, on what Londa's going to do.
You guys didn't actually make it to the grove, so we'll use this map.
What else do you need?
Just that.
Please. Want some rocks? Oh yeah, you want some trees?
No, that's right.
Nice pine trees?
Yeah, actually, chuck me the 3 of those. Not the first ones, please.
Nah, the massive ones. Massive trees. I love these.
Just well,
I'm just watching as acid mixes my blood and my personal treatment.
This is not good.
So,
Oh, like you were consider. Okay, I was gonna.
Strider jumped in the middle. She's not painted, but she's there. Dryad there.
Oh.
Yona probably would have ended up somewhere over here. Goblinos!
And if the goblins listen to me, all three of them will be behind the pine tree.
There's four of them.
4 of them will be behind the pine tree.
she already took one.
And the wolf is behind the palm tree. Palm tree? Pine tree.
With some new goblinos.
Yeah,
It
man.
ain't the classic goblinos.
We got some shit.
That's not-
You just have
Upgraded
to
the
imagine them all malnourished.
Yeah. Alright, that helped.
That helps immensely.
Awesome. Alrighty. That's her. What's Lily doing?
She is going to
Keeping in mind that every 1 square costs 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
One.
I think it's about all that anyone can manage at the moment.
Yeah. They know what
And
to do too.
she looks at the dryad.
Mm-hmm.
Please, we don't want to hurt you. Let him go.
I did nothing. And he still wishes ill.
You feel those roots kind of squeeze and tighten.
I'll make up for his mistake.
How?
I'll give an offering every day. I'll visit you.
Every day.
Is this persuasion or deception? How does Lily perceive what she is saying at the moment?
Every
She is
day.
willing to commit.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh man. Imagine that. You're about
That's
to
17.
17.
and then you actually visit the dryad first.
A city dweller would do such a thing. This is very out of your way.
If it will appease you, then that's what I'll do.
As you watch her grip tighten on Strider.
This one or a goblin, you choose.
Is there anything else Lily's doing on her turn now? Action, bonus action.
Dryad.
I don't know what a dryad is.
You never plays Go?
Good place around, but I don't think you're into it, right?
They're just sirens of the
Yeah.
forest. What's playing?
No.
I don't think I'll be able to physically bring it up.
I am going to cast Suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh.
That's why I'm
And
casting
must make a
myself.
Wisdom saving throw.
It's more like
Because it DV8 creature.
Let me just quickly check something.
Can be joined. Oh, my rock.
You watch as you cast suggestion. What do you say? First of all?
Let him go, and we'll give you a goblin.
As you say that, you watch her glowing blue eyes flare. At the same time, within the vines and leaves that adorn her, you watch hundreds of little blue eyes emerge from the roots. And you hear what sounds like 10 or 15 voices. Goblin first. And it cannot be charmed.
Hey man, I tried.
I will look to Lily, being that this is shit go south for the first time for her, probably, being that it's her party, and I'll be like, this is what it means to be an adventurer. Shit like this happens. No encouragement, just bleeding blood through.
Anything else from Lily quickly?
Just please don't die. You can find an inspiration for strength.
Nice.
No, that's what I'll say. Nothing.
Yona, you've heard and watched all of this go down. You can see now this dryad has hundreds of little eyes poking out from within that almost bark wooden exterior.
And this dryad looks like it is definitely past the point of peace.
You tell me?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna come up next to Strider with my 1 foot of movement. One square of movement. I'm gonna bury my hands into what is like, because I imagine that there's just vines wrapped around his like body.
Yeah, pretty much encasing him. Like you can see his head, a shoulder, maybe the bottom of an arm, half a leg.
I'm plunging my arms in. I'm grabbing hold of like his torso.
Yeah.
And I am pulling.
Okay, so you're going to try and make the escape attempt for him?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check, please.
11.
11.
My
You
first bad roll.
go to reach in, and you feel the vines begin to wrap around your wrists and pull out in fear of being stuck in there as well.
It's alright. We'll get out at some point.
Anything else?
Don't worry, I'll get you out. And it's literally gonna say bonus action dash.
No?
I'm just gonna cry about it.
Alright.
Yeah, because that's my action. Got nothing for my bones.
Goblins are up. They can still only move 1 square as well. They're all going to move 1 square down.
Okay, good. They're fleeing.
Fuck this, we're not sticking around.
Hey, friend up.
Get out while you can.
Top of initiative. Strider still grappled.
Oh, no.
You take another 6 points of piercing damage.
That's 5. Really? Is it? Is that 5 HP?
Yes, you're on 5 HP.
Oof.
Surely pulling a limp body out of vines is easy.
I feel like there's any wiggle room to like try like in Harry Potter, where like, you like relax and try to like.
Slink out.
If that's the case, I will like bite down on one of my like potions that I hit, pull out the lid, spit it, grab it, and just chug it like that, and I will heal.
Yeah, yeah.
You got health potions?
Well, kind of.
You got personalized help.
Gotcha. Sure.
Cure wounds.
Got that herbal remedy.
Yeah.
Got that herbal remedy.
Cure wounds.
What else do you want?
That's my favorite drink.
D8.
Love me a good vial of cure wounds.
Should really write it down.
I did, yeah, that's the one thing that
It's
is.
1d8 of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cure
Plus
wounds, 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, sick. Which
Plus your wisdom, I assume?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take it though. Better than nothing. I'll take that. And I will. Yeah, there you go. Actually. One more. Bonus action.
So I can see.
I don't do much on my bonus right now. I'm going to. I still attack, right? Disadvantage right now.
Was that not an action?
That was an action, there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna chillax.
Yeah?
Chillax as much as I can.
Nothing to say?
I will say something. How many other people have come into this forest and never came out because of you?
Give me a persuasion check, just for fun.
6.
Enough to fertilize the forest floors.
Oh, yes, a lot.
We love that.
Only those with nothing to give.
That's you?
Yeah.
Her turn!
I feel like playing cough syrup might have worked.
So it's evil.
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting to get caught. I was gonna slide a hand it in.
Mm-hmm. That's understandable. That's understandable because I know that your upside of hand's decent.
Yeah, it is +6.
Yeah, yeah.
She is going to wipe her hand in front of her. And you watch in front of the goblins a wall of vines erupts around them. The 60-foot long wall, writhing with living vine, erupts around them and keeps them within the vicinity of the disturbed ground, the difficult terrain.
Last chance. A goblin or something of equal value. Or you two will fertilize my trees and be food for my children.
Lily, what are you doing?
What you always wanted, right?
I was wanting to make sure it was.
Yeah.
They have the sheep, right?
They do?
Those were goblin. They're like convict monsters.
These ones at least.
That's a combo, man.
Listen, they're just trying to live their lives with their raggedy swords and sticks.
What if we offer a sheep? What does sheep do?
With a leg missing.
The corpse. There will need to be something more.
She wants a living being.
Fine.
She wants that fresh blood.
I'm going to cause Dissonant Whispers.
Alrighty.
I'll cast it every level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saving through.
She's probably good at that.
Probably, but still takes time.
That would be a 20.
Yep.
It's a real shame, 'cause I'm pretty sure all my stuff is yeah, the one good one for this situation.
Oh, and a drink.
Oh, I should have done that.
That's not what
16
you want
half is 8 psychic damage.
to hear. Alright. As those whispers enter her mind, you see her recoil slightly. The eyes within the vines on her shoulders, crawling around her back and down her side, all flicker out and blink before they hop back to visual. Anything else?
I am going to use my unsettling words as it is a bonus action. And Lily is just gonna look at the giant and say,
Is Dissonant Whispers a leveled spell?
yes.
Is the one you're
This is
carrying?
an ability.
Is it a... Oh, okay. Sweet. Easy.
She is going to say, either you let us go or you die.
Alright.
And what goes? So I use a bardic inspiration die or point. And choose a creature you can see within 60 feet. Roll a bardic inspiration die.
I'm sorry.
6. And the creature must subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of my next turn.
Okay. Nice.
Nice, that's cool.
Good to know. That's you?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. As Lily's turn ends.
Then you have made your choice. This one dies.
What's Iona doing?
Are we classifying that she is holding Strider?
She is grappling Strider.
The reason I ask is because would a disarming attack cause her to drop Strider? It says, and
I don't see why not.
Uh,
Sure. If you're able to slash through these vines and
so
disarm...
yeah. So I'm gonna come
Yeah,
up
totally.
next to Strider,
Disarm him!
and yeah. So I'm gonna flavor this that she goes for the connection
Yeah.
between the Dryad and Strider
From the ball.
and the boy, the dying boy.
Alrighty.
All right. Why is it that when I have to hit something, I can't hit, but then when I have ability stuff, it's fine. It's chill. Turn.
10.
turn.
That's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Your blade comes down, and a vine shoots out and pushes the blade off of the wooden surface of the dryad.
Yeah, stop it. I'm action surging.
Okay.
Now's the time to do it. I
Yep.
have to get Strider out of this
Okay.
thorn prison.
Let's see it.
Come on. Surely after that I get a nat 20, right? 14 to hit?
14 does not.
Are you
Why?
kidding?
As again, this bark and vine exterior, the blade glances off.
I'm sorry, Strider. I just can't do it. And yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright. The goblins' turns. They're all going to take one more step that way.
Is she taking any damage?
Taking 16.
Did she look like she had to struggle to concentrate on something? Just because the ground. I just meant the ground.
Oh,
Not the ground, but the wall of thorns she does.
I was wondering.
And -6.
Well, she rolled a 3. The wall of thorns in front of the goblins vanishes, but it is still difficult to
Okay. And it makes you, what's the, is it like half movement or?
1/4.
Cool.
So 5 feet is 20.
It's not.
Jesus
going,
Christ.
It's not going good.
Alright. Strider. Still
Magic
grappled.
damage.
Start of your turn.
Get out of this. Oh no.
So that's maximum.
Oh,
So that's 12 piercing damage.
no. I go unconscious.
Ooh. Okay.
So what is our ruling for unconscious again?
So, he hasn't failed any death saves yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, he has all the effects of unconscious, except he can crawl if he had movement
Yeah.
up to 10 feet, and he can speak.
Okay.
But otherwise, he is incapacitated. If you're wielding a weapon, you drop it. You automatically fail dex and strength saves. You are prone.
Mhm.
And attacks against you have advantage and are a critical hit if they're within 5 feet.
Oh.
I can speak.
Yeah, you can speak.
Um,
As you can feel your vision beginning to fade.
someone that is of so much nature and whatnot, I might have something worth more value than anything here currently. And I will. Can I just reveal something? Or do I just say what it is? It's a light item. It's not heavy.
Yeah, I suppose. If you're able to crawl, you can probably...
I'll reveal the black thistle.
Interesting. Alright.
Because it's a rare item.
Mm-hmm. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
We'll move to her turn. The hand that is grappled lets you go. You hit the ground prone, and she snatches the black thistle from the hand.
But I think she likes it. She likes it.
Now you get the idea. You're halfway there.
Halfway.
And you watch as she kind of opens her hand and the vines grab it and pull it into the back of her viney form.
I literally have nothing.
And you can see that she is not going to currently do anything, but is ready to strike if anyone takes any further violent action.
Yeah.
Lily, what are you doing?
I am going to kneel down to Strider and put on the healing pendant that he got. Do I know fully what it does?
You haven't taken the time to sit down with it and see if it has any magical properties.
Sure. I'm gonna just put it on him and hope that it works straight away.
What the fuck you doing?
It's a healing pendant. I don't know how it works though.
She's laying you to rest. You're dying.
We should offer stuff up.
I just know that it gives you a end of day where it's so healing.
Alright. It does not seem to take immediate effect.
I literally have nothing on my person.
Any bonus actions or movement for Lily?
I am just going to kneel next to Strider and help him.
Okay. Yeah. So if there's a fish one. I'm gonna say just give me a medicine check just to see if you can help nurse his body in a way that is less painful than this one.
That is a 19.
19. All right. Strider will take the next death save with advantage. Yona.
Alright. I'm gonna face the Dryad. I have never been very good with nature, so I don't really know what it is that you might be interested in, but would you take some of my blood to fertilize your forest, if you will?
Give me a persuasion check.
My god, 8.
Why should I settle for blood when your pestilent friend is lying before me?
I just don't have anything else to give, and I...
A shame, truly.
Anything else on his going?
I'm just struggling with an inner conflict of what would Yona do.
What would you want to do?
A big question.
Yeah. She feels like she has exhausted her options. Under her breath, she'll say, I'm sorry. Take one of the goblins. Just any of them.
I mean, one more persuasion check here.
The one without the cat.
That was almost a 19. 7.
That was a very high DC.
You had your chance!
And you hear that echo from the trees.
Can I speak? Obi-Wan?
Sure.
I'll say, check my pouch.
Yeah, he's going to do.
Is that?
It's
Anything
probably
else,
too late for me to do anything else.
You've made 2 checks.
Yeah.
I'd let you use a bonus action if you wanted. I don't know where we'll go.
I'll stand my ground, but like with kind of a like stance that now she might just fight this Dryad. She's now like,
Right.
I'm turning to my last option, which is just taking this thing down.
Alright.
I don't.
The goblins are all going to move one more square at it.
Like, oh fuck, the wolves gone.
Top of initiative. Having offered the Black Thistle, saved you from an automatic failure, being grappled and taking damage. Would you like to give me your first death saving throw with advantage? Your
My first death saving throw through 2 campaigns.
Wow.
With advantage.
Yeah.
15.
Okay, that is a success.
So remind everyone, I still got an inspiration. I'm saved it.
Yeah.
I'll say to the Dryad.
Yep.
In my right pouch is another rare plant. If you wish for it.
Is this truthful?
Yes. I have many plants left.
Yeah.
I have fire peas. And I've got a flame lily.
Alrighty.
Surely the flame.
There's two that I can offer.
Okay.
Yes, well,
Then,
Or both, yeah.
starting the Dryad's turn, a few things are going to happen. She is going to plunge an arm downwards, and you're going to watch vines spread out across the battlefield. She is going to attempt, and you guys can feel free to try and stop her individually, is going to attempt to steal Strider's whole pouch. Just pull it off of your body. Is going to attempt to take the vial from Lily that she held out previously. What is something that Yona would have readily on her person?
Well, I mean, she would have like a little pouch with like some of these items in it.
Mm-hmm. What items?
Although, no, she actually would have left her pouch at home because she would have just brought her sword and shield because she was going out. So no, just sword and shield. She wouldn't have any pouches on her.
Okay. She's going to attempt to pull your sword from your hands. And she's going to attempt to pull one of the goblins into the earth. If anyone would like to resist,
Just that pouch.
I think you automatically fail
Fuck!
Dex and strength saves. Is Yona going to try and resist?
Yes.
Okay. Then can I please have a strength saving throw? Right, yeah, strength saving throw. The goblin is also supposed to do this.
I do have a question.
Yeah?
Would this creature be considered to be making an attack if she's pulling in like a goblin down?
She is not intending to harm you in this moment. So
I'm just wondering if my sentinel picks it.
I'm going to say in this moment no, because she's not. She is not off guard like she would be if she was making an attack.
Okay. What did you say? Strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
18.
18. Alright. Vines erupt from the earth, steal the vial from them, pull Strider's pouch off of his body. You hear the leather belt snap and get pulled into the ground. A vine comes up, tries to grab your sword, but you pull free from it. And you watch off in the distance as one of the goblins gets pulled waist deep into the earth before one of his friends grabs him and pulls him out, and he has lost his pants, lost his boots, and any partial metal around his waist is gone. So he's full on
Goblin.
He got his feet in the ground!
He's hanging loose down bottom as he crawls from the earth, and as you look back, the dryad has vanished.
Yeah.
So you can mark off your throat stuff, you can mark off your pouch, and it's stuff.
That's okay. Stride has a lot of pouches, and in my ingredients pouch, I'll just lose every ingredient that I have with.
Yeah.
It took forever to find this.
Okay. What's everyone doing in that moment after you notice that this creature has gone?
Have the like vines that make it rough terrain?
They have not.
Okay.
They remain.
Just stay on the ground. Oh my
I
god.
try to help
Yeah.
Strider get up.
Yeah, I'll also help Strider.
Does anyone have any means of healing?
I don't.
Join the short breaks.
Can I please get medicine checks from both of you, please? If anyone beats a 10, he gets advantage.
Oh yeah, that's a 14.
Alright.
12.
One death saving throw with advantage, please.
Yeah, 11.
11, alright. And can I get, assuming you're continuing to help, one more medicine check from both of you, please?
Oh.
14.
14. Okay, and one more with advantage. The two of you kneel down next to Strider, hold him in a way to keep him from the vines under him that are still curling up from the forest floor, keeping him in a comfortable position until you are confident that he is stable. Can you roll a d4 for me?
Go ahead. 1.
But as he stabilizes, you would pass to black, essentially. You're unconscious for an hour, 1 hour. Because unless you regain a hit point, you are still unconscious for 1d4 hours.
Okay, but after the 1 hour, he'll come up. Alright, well, I mean, that's a short rest, isn't it? An hour?
Had enough of resting.
Not really.
The goblins will start like trudging their way, kind of peeking around from behind the tree.
What happened?
She's gone. She took everyone's belongings. You guys okay?
No.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. I really am.
You look over and one of them just is wearing nothing from about the belly button down. His clothes are just torn off.
I have to say, I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid.
One of them kind of pushes him out of the way, comes forward.
Why the fuck did you draw her attention?
I look at Strider's kind of corpse body.
Things were going fine until it didn't. Let's just keep moving.
Are you going to bring him?
I don't think we should move on. I think we should find a nice soft patch of grass and we need to wait. We need to rest.
This is her domain. We are leaving.
Well,
I agree.
yes, well, that is what I meant. Let's just get out of here to a soft patch of grass. We'll relax for a moment if we can.
Can you carry him?
Oh.
Full on ragged all over the shoulder.
5 miles break.
Yeah. Any potions yet left?
I got you.
Just acid burning down your nose.
Oh, no.
Then I'll just pat him on the back. Sorry I couldn't do more. I'll have to wait this one out.
Yeah.
One of them grabs like a large like vine and a few leaves and tries to tie it around his waist to have some semblance of a loincloth.
Yeah.
You'll be half movement, essentially, until Strider wakes up. The goblins will be like,
Need to get about a mile away. That's where the singing usually stops. We should be out of the range there.
Alright, lead the way. I'll follow.
and they lead the way forward. The one that kind of took charge walks up the front when the other ones comes up behind us.
Hell of a show.
Hmm.
You sure you're up for this?
Oh, I'm up for it. I just think we were very ill prepared for this. At least where we're going, we know what's coming. With this, we do.
What's coming?
Well, we were going to scout it out, and we are going to find out, but I guess we don't know much.
Right.
He'll just continue walking.
I'll have you know, we have it handled.
Clearly.
And what were you doing? Running away?
We know a bad fight when we see one.
Yeah, that's...
None of us know.
I have to say, I'm sorry I lost my composure like I did. This is not something we will see again. And she'll keep walking forward.
Ghost Strider's like, at least I didn't lose my pants.
Alright, you continue for another probably 45 minutes before the goblins kind of give you the all clear to like sit Strider down and take a bit of a moment to sit. Is there anything you guys are doing in that like 15, 20 minutes before Strider wakes up?
Not in particular, no.
Mm-hmm. Anything from Lily?
I just want to look at Strider's person and see if he has anything significant on him.
How in depth are you looking?
Jeez.
Just surface level.
Okay. Give me a perception check then, please.
Now I gotta do it.
Does she have an advantage because I'm unconscious?
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, sure. Sure, take advantage. Still perception.
That's no one.
Right.
So 12.
Do you think that a 12 would show anything that is not already been shown?
Maybe more details for face or clothing.
You would. Because my eyes are closed, but if you notice, just very orangey yellow dragon eyes. I feel like if you were looking, it wouldn't be hard to find because you would obviously already know what's there, so you would go past that, right? If you were looking.
Are you rummaging through his clothing or just looking?
Yeah.
No, out of respect, I wouldn't do that.
Just sneaking across.
Yeah, nothing really else. You might notice maybe slight little cuts maybe in some areas.
Some man scars.
Yeah.
Any jewelry?
Jewelry, not on surface level, like rings. I've now got a necklace from you.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we'll find anything not on there.
Yeah, right.
Little time passes until eventually your vision kind of returns to you through a haze. You go back to 1 hit point.
I will instantly, the minute my body jerks from waking up, I just go for a thing and I'll heal in a rush. Just like it's happened before. Need to get back on his feet.
Good morning, princess.
We'll heal up first. Oh, same number as before. God damn it. Which goblin's saying it?
The one that's been taking charge most of this time. He still has his pants.
My hair that's kind of been so I'll put it back. So now all my hair is morning. Yeah.
Is it morning?
It's 2 in the afternoon.
Just replying to him. Well, seems everyone's alive. It was a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look around. Where are we?
No, he lost his pants.
Little chuckle. How far from where we were, Alan?
Did the goblin end up leading us about a mile away?
About
About a mile from where we were.
Sounds about right. This should be a good distance to be away from it.
Can I just say something?
Sure. Then I'll stand up and lean against the tree.
I think we were all very much on different pages with that.
Like all 3 of us?
Yes.
I agree.
Some people wanted to harm, some people wanted to trade. I just think, for what we're heading into, we all need to be on the same page.
Right.
Otherwise, I think you might have died. You were lucky.
I'll sit down. Well, first we should rest before we go fight.
Well, yes, but I just wanted to express this before I,
Yeah, I mean, we should talk while we rest. Set up a fire or something.
Yeah.
How far away are we from your base?
Probably still half a day.
Are we good to sit camp?
Should be fine. I know we're on the way. They won't think anything of it.
Start setting up the camp goblins. We need to talk strategy.
Yeah, they don't think anything about it. They just sit in
Good. Alright, yeah, well...
And I appreciate that you are good at what you do with all of your sneaking around. But maybe next time let someone know if you decide to pull off the path.
only went a few steps away. I was trying to see how far away the person was, the music. She was further than 30 feet, at least, and then somehow surrounded us. I'm not sure. I've never heard of a creature like that before. Before being on the same page, I guess it's best to share our morals, maybe, when it comes to creatures, so we understand how we all feel about it. That shit was obviously evil as fuck.
Yes.
Um,
And I do agree that something like that should be dealt with, but I don't... It's hard to say. Where do you draw the line, right? She's kind of just in her own corner of the forest. I know she's a monster, but I just think if she were to cause us harm, which yes, in the end she did, but if she were to initially cause us harm, then yes, we deal with it. Or, as you said, we could have come back for her later when we were maybe a bit more prepared.
Strider did kind of agitate her by pulling out his whip.
Oh, the crossbow.
Well, like the vial.
I think
I
everything
don't know
was
if
okay.
you saw that.
I think everything was okay until there was conflict between what was trying to be achieved.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I agree that we could come back later and deal with her. My thought is she has probably killed, I don't know how many people, a lot, maybe kids.
Well,
adults.
yes, reflecting on it now, I think it would have been good to leave it, come back to it, and
Well, that's
sort
the
it out.
plan, and then she kind of appeared.
I suppose that's part of adventuring, is some of the unexpected misfortunes.
Yes, I would have backed away and tried to escape if I had not been instantly trapped in a tree.
Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't pull you out sooner. You were very stuck in there.
Yeah, I tried pouring acid on it, but again, for you, really obviously evil, making deals and stuff can lead pretty south quickly.
Well, we can't change how people think.
Yeah.
Like, if that's... It just... I think... Communication.
I'm saying just we all be ready, because not everything is nice and happy out of the city.
And I just think that communication is very important for situations like that, so that we are all aiming for the same thing.
Alright.
Yes, fine.
What are your thoughts, Lily?
I'm not saying anything against you for trying to find a peaceful outcome. In fact, it's quite nice to find a peaceful outcome most of the time, but sometimes it's a bit harder.
Would I have read anything on giants or any creature of the sort?
He's also going to ask that question at some point.
Give me a history check.
Can I also see if I've read anything about it?
Yeah.
And given my background, what would my knowledge of these be?
You can give me... Actually, for you, this will be a religion check, I think.
Oh,
6.
Unnatural to me.
Right.
16.
16. Yona and Strider would both know that not so much this creature specifically, but you would know kind of just of the Fae being secretive and tricksy. They like making deals. They like... Again, they can get viciously violent. They can become monstrous, but they would always prefer to they like the back and forth of trying to scare someone into whatever they want them to do. There's a playfulness to them, this kind of chaotic deal maker. With 20, would there be any additional information? I mean, much like with fiends, any deal with a fae usually comes with some sort of a price, or it will at some point. And with fae specifically, you need to be careful of specifically what they say, because they will use it against you.
I will relay that to Lily. Faye, just sneaky with deals can last a long time.
Right.
That's why I was trying to stop you from looking first about.
Well, then, kind of glad it didn't happen, I guess.
Yeah, that's how they kind of get shit. I think there at some point after all this, maybe after we've gotten better at fighting together, we may have to come back.
Yes, we do have to consider that we haven't actually banded together for too long, so there will be some kinks to iron out for sure.
Am I able to put into knowledge after watching that fight, like any sort of details that I might be able to write down?
You can give me... you can give me a survival check from that scenario.
9.
It wasn't... You get the sense it wasn't a full display of this creature's strength, nor was it really a fight, so it was hard to gauge what they might be capable of.
I have the feeling, though, it's definitely above tier 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after it trapped me, I knew we shouldn't have fighted, but it's a matter of deciding if we could get out of it. But here we are now, so let's not dwell on that. I will thank Lily first. Thanks for trying to offer something to save me.
Yeah, that's alright.
And I'm surprised that I did hear you try and offer your own blood, which is a crazy thought, but it's appreciated. And I didn't think, I guess, you out of all people would offer something to help me, so thank you.
I just think I would have had blood to spare.
Maybe I should have offered up blood after all the blood I lost anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already lost so much, so I thought,
Yeah.
surely I can
Painful.
lose a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't think we should try to fight that thing anytime soon, though.
No, but we can't come back to it. You know, after we've maybe banded together for a bit, done some quests or whatever, maybe we want to take her on later.
I'll pull out my tome, and I will just say I keep track of various monsters and strengths in here, and I don't, without seeing them fight for long, I can't quite get an understanding, but it's definitely in the stronger areas.
May I read?
No.
No.
It's like...
I understand if it's special.
Yeah, it's just not complete.
Don't want to show it off before it's finished.
Well, I pull out one of my other notebooks, like this one like this. I first write them into this and then transfer them.
Oh man.
Yeah. But I gotta make sure I do it and never forget, you know? No, it's just something a bit too old and fragile for me to let other people touch.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just figured.
You watch like half a page.
I just figured it would be a very interesting thing to peruse, but
Yeah. I'm not worried about the next fight, though.
No, but I think the goblins are worried. They seem to have lost confidence in our ability.
You don't get far if you worry about what other people think.
No, I agree. I just don't really appreciate it much.
I understand that, but we can handle it. The ogres, if we do end up fighting the ogre, they'll be roughly the same as the spider. I think. I'll still sneak in and see if I can find him for one.
I have to say, I must have sprained my shoulder or something, because I'm struggling to hit things as of late.
Well, you're probably used to fighting things in the city, right? Not out here in the
That too, it
wilderness.
definitely is a bit.
Just
Oh,
seems criminals and not really creatures.
I mean, I've fought creatures, but not ones like the ones we've faced so far.
As I sit down by the fire, that's potentially done by now.
You pansies want dinner?
What's for dinner?
You can see that they've somehow found something off in the forest to sit up over a fireplace and have a boiling pot of what looks like there's a few chunks of this sheep in there,
Okay.
a few root vegetables, and a bunch of what are very definitely inedible leaves and tree roots that have been thrown in to make it go further.
Sure.
How does it smell? Does it smell good, or does it smell...
Smells earthy.
Smells it. Okay.
I'm alright. Because I got my rations.
Go on, sit yourself.
I'll have some.
I will also have some.
All right.
They just pull out spoons.
We don't carry bowls.
So just share.
Oi.
One
thing
I
bowl.
just forgot one of my cups and I just...
And I'm gonna try and be sneaky about it and try and go for mostly meat.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
You couldn't tell already. You wanna like some meat. 17!
They're none more.
Yes! Extra sheep for me! You know, this is not bad. This is not bad.
I will say, if you're all sitting down near the fire for a while, you would notice they've only carved up like another half a leg of this sheep. There seems to be just a general air of worry about how much food is going to be left when they get back for the others.
Mm.
Grow some soup. Sheep.
Strider,
Yeah.
how good are you at just hunting wild game?
Pretty good. It's normally what I eat.
They look concerned about the fact that they're running out of sheep.
I think we are probably.
I just
Get
think,
rid of the new leader and we make it hunt in other places.
but imagine they come to the front door and they've got more than just a sheep carcass with them. I just think it would look good on them too.
Can try, but I think we should deal with this situation first. Then maybe we can just tell them.
I just thought it would have been nice to pop them out of it. In that specific area. But no, it's okay.
I also just don't want to run into what's her name.
We are a mile away, but I guess it's also better safe than sorry.
Oi, don't head back in that direction.
No, wasn't planning on it.
Not pulling you out again.
Yeah. I will. I'll just eat through to try rest up from all the battling.
Where would you say we are on the map?
Oh goodness. Let me bring up my Which one of these is the right?
The
The
squint.
one with
The
the
squint.
trail.
The lower person should be there. That's fine. I mean, you're not going to be able to see it on this map. Essentially,
General.
Probably close to like here. And this mountain range does kind of spread around. So you're in the forests, kind of
half a day away from the foot of the mountains there.
So these are all around.
I will, sit next to Joanna. How long have you been a part of the Iron Legion? If you don't mind me asking.
"10 years."
It's a while to be a part of.
Yeah, it's been good.
You must have climbed the ranks a lot further than you were probably when you first started 10 years ago.
Yes.
Do you have a rank or title? What do you go by?
I don't have a title, but I mean, I'm just. What is the name of, like? Is it just Legionnaires?
Legionnaire is just the general military
Or what's the one for, like,
officer.
I mean, obviously you've got the Legionnaires, which is all of us, and then I am an officer. So that's a bit higher than everyone else. There's a few officers, so I'm not one of the only ones. There's a few of us. Yeah. I've definitely seen a lot.
What's the most craziest event that you think you've been a part of?
Double check. History.
Should know this.
I'm pretty sure it was the dragon thing, but I just want to double check. I can't find it. Ah.
What does Joanna think the most impressive thing she does?
You know, it's funny you should mention that. I still think I've seen a lot of amazing things, but I think for me one of the best things that I've ever personally done was actually before I was with the Legion.
Mm-hmm.
There was an attack on our caravan. We were heading to or from Argentum, I can't remember now. This was the Wood End caravan, and there was, I think, another one from one of the other druid settlements, and we were attacked by some beasts, creatures, and together with one other person we took down a manticore together. And I think, and that is what led me to become a Legionnaire, actually, was that. Yeah, I think that was definitely a turning point for me.
Manticore.
Hmm.
I don't know much about manticores.
Give me a history check.
I've never heard of one being defeated on the Argentum version. Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Oh.
Know that they're a monstrosity. They're a fusion between almost lion and dragon. Nasty creatures with all manner of weaponry. You would have heard of through whispers. Not one, but a pair of them were slain outside the city.
Mm-hmm. And it was only, what, you and someone else?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I assume they must be an officer or higher by now.
Well, actually, they are my lieutenant. So she never really wanted to be an officer. She was quite happy with being a little lower down. But no, a good friend of mine. In fact, I don't have it on me, but I do actually have a manticore tail spike at home that I keep on me. A little lucky charm. Maybe that's why I can't hit anything.
I give the gods a lot of shit, in my opinion, and that's just because they're just a bunch of, there's a cat stuck in a tree.
Well, I mean, they kind of do the little things that I guess we don't really have the resources for. There's not many of us. There's a lot more guards than there are legionnaires.
Does the Legion operate outside Argentum at all, like nearby forests or areas? Or do they strictly stick to the inner city most of the time?
I'm pretty sure they stick to the inner city, yeah.
I will say you would know that while they are a force of Argentum, if towns nearby or even nearby cities ask for aid, they will deploy legionnaires to head in that direction.
However, cities and towns or settlements that need the help of legionnaires, we will, of course. But mostly based in Argentum.
Argentum is a interesting city. So many things have happened over the years, right? Control attacks, dragon.
I was around for some of those.
Sam was a bit young, but was there to witness them.
Which reminds me now, what do you think your best accomplishments so far has been?
Accomplishments?
Yeah.
I think I've ever thought of my battles as accomplishments.
Your best moment, your turning point, if you will. And it's okay if you haven't yet. There's still time. You're young.
Probably my decision to start killing monsters probably is the biggest turn point.
Yeah. And why do you do it?
Had no choice. The troll attack that was Theogo mentioned is the reason I started. My parents died because of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So only thing I knew how to do was make medicine and stuff. So I took that to making potions. And then just started doing that to make money. Can't really do a business on my own.
Mm.
And I didn't really want to go out like they did. So that's why I do what I do now.
Certainly one way to look at it.
Don't really think I've killed anything cool, but probably things you just haven't seen that often because I mainly work outside the city.
Hmm. And Lily, I understand you're not much of a fighting type, are you? But what is...
Oh, well, I never really done much fighting in my short life. Mainly just singing songs in taverns and making friends.
What cities have you, or towns have you gone to? Anyone's near Argentum?
Love that this conversation is testing everyone's language.
Yeah.
Gotta have that.
Mainly from Sandler Hollow. I've been to Nixa and also the towns down south. Also to Dawnhammer with
Yeah.
old Jim.
So, you and Jim are relatively close? How long have you known each other?
Say a couple years now. Just being with him and also other people who know him.
Well, we definitely need to make sure that we do find him. Seems important to you.
He is. Into a lot of other people too.
Hmm.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
A long time ago, there was someone that came to my not our, but not even more, but my family's business once, looking for medicine. They became good friends, but they left the city a long time ago. don't know if you've seen them in any of your things. Have you ran into any mages?
What kind of mages?
Just a female magician.
That's a little bit broad.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's many mages around. Are there mages around that often?
There's a fair few.
Fuck.
Like, do you know what she looks like?
Shit, it was a long time ago. I think she had like an orange hair.
Orange hair.
Pretty young then, maybe like how old are you? Yeah, probably same age. Yeah. No, oh maybe a bit young. Yeah, I don't know. It's
I would like to recall if I've seen any figure with orange hair who happened to be a mage.
Give me call it an intelligence check.
Intelligent.
Better get to go out of the cities often.
13.
13. I mean, you might have, but
Just
None-
some random person?
yeah, none that jump out as anyone specific.
I mean, probably, but like, I don't know.
It's a broad question. Just know that you get around a bit, so you might have seen
Do,
them.
do you know their name?
No, we just kind of childhood friends that hung out while their family was in town. We never really got each other's name, we just kind of played, and then one day they were gone.
You never asked her name?
No, we just kind of keep meeting up, and then one day the family up in there, so I was like, damn.
It's like, damn.
Oh, there you go. I just don't have much details.
I have to say, it's unfortunate that she never got her name.
Yeah. Well, we weren't really supposed to hang out with customers. So
What? Why'd you say it like that?
I just, my parents didn't want us to, or me being friends with them.
I see. So making connection.
Sure.
Have you looked for her in the city?
No, I don't think she was from the city, so it's,
I mean, they could be.
I feel like if I saw her, I would probably put it together.
Okay.
Well, I hope you find her. It'd be a nice reunion, I think.
It'd be a great read.
Do you have any other family?
No.
No.
All I know is just my mom and dad. We run like a little like medicine store. We did years ago.
You were close.
Yeah, I guess close as children and their parents are. I don't think we're like extremely close, but we're like, you know, any regular family.
So no siblings then?
No.
Family, Lily?
Mother and father, but they also passed away, and my grandparents took me in. But then I left, as it was a very difficult situation.
Sorry for that. As we're talking, I'm gonna lay down and just like keep my hood over my eyes and just kind of like slowly relax because I'm sore.
As you're talking, kind of one by one, you'll hear a few of the goblins start snoring around you, but the one with the wolf will sit there making sure that he stays awake.
We put them to sleep with our conversation.
Well, on that note, I might go to sleep myself if someone minds taking
No,
some
I'll
watch and stuff.
100% keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Perception check.
Awesome.
He sleeps. 12.
Anyone that didn't drink the soup can knock off a ration as well.
I ate soup.
That's it.
That soup was mighty kind.
Oh, I'd like to say that Strider's probably the most quiet sleeper in the ones, man. Complete opposite of
He
me.
sounds like he's dead.
Yeah. 12. I mean, you're taking watch in the afternoon of the forest, so there's a few creatures still out and about, and you do see that goblin remains awake the whole time.
Damn, what a trooper.
Or for at least as much time as you do.
Mm.
Eventually he gives one a shoulder nudge and they swap spots partway through your watch. But nothing seems untoward or out of the ordinary. And night does begin to fall at the end of your watch.
How much longer do I need to watch in order for one of these guys to get a long rest? If they're long resting, or if they're just short resting, I don't know what people are doing. What are y'all doing?
Oh, it's long resting.
You're long resting.
Yeah, possibly the same on this.
I don't mind doing sleeping.
A little afternoon nap. Then
I mean, Lily would probably, after trance, be conscious by the time your watch ended.
then I'll just wait for Lillian.
Yeah.
I want to let Strider sleep a little longer. If you want to take next watch.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you just have to keep your eyes peeled, and it's easy as that.
Okay.
Wake me if anything happens, though.
I lose my inspiration.
Yeah, on a long rest. Potentially.
Alright, I go sleepy, bye-bye.
Once rolled, it is lost.
And depending...
10 minutes. Let's go.
And depending on Yorna's sleeping position, she either is like a very light snorer or she doesn't snore at all.
No.
Can I get a perception check?
Let's try to somehow matched his breathing with while asleep somehow.
I have to check that you're actually breathing every so often.
It was
18.
Pulse.
18. Keeping a bit of a lookout for a while, and you can see one of the other goblins is keeping watch as well. Say, as the sun has almost fully set, kind of way off in the distance, through a few trees, you would see what looks like another goblin height creature. You're unsure if it's a goblin or not in the low light. Does a walking patrol kind of through the forest and then leaves out of sight again. And you hear the goblin next to you just go, shit.
What's wrong?
Yeah, looks like they've got some other people out front. It's alright, we might have some talking to do tomorrow.
Are they on your side?
Hope so. Should be alright for now, though.
I'm just saying if we walk in there with extra game, could help.
Are we near any streams or lakes?
I would say in the silence of the evening, you would be able to hear what sounds like a stream, maybe a bit further ahead.
And the goblin still
Yeah.
Do you guys fish?
Sometimes. Usually easier hitting things.
How many of you are usually?
Us little folks, probably looking around. 20 to 30.
Can I see if he's lying?
That's a lot of goblins.
Give me an insight check, yeah.
Especially for 12 HP.
There's that one.
He doesn't seem to be lying, but he's having a hard time figuring out the numbers.
Okay.
Not so hot on the numbers.
Strider kind of speaks
Not
up in a
hot on
whispering
the
voice.
numbers.
You can just offer him some of your rations to take if you really want.
If you're willing, wouldn't you plan, since there is a stream nearby filled with fish to eat, couldn't you possibly learn to fish in groups? That way there is a sustainable amount of food?
I don't know what half those words mean, but sounds good.
Group fish feed people.
I mean, we could try.
So you're willing to learn?
Yeah. The tools we got is best for the hunting we do at the moment, but
How are you with poking?
He kind of points over at one of the ones that's snoring up against a tree with a big pole arm. He goes,
some of them are pretty good.
I offer, or like I pull out.
keeping in mind you gotta get back.
Yes.
How many rations is a night for one person? Just one. I can share it. One. Okay.
I offer 5 rations.
You sure?
Don't worry about it.
Right.
We'll kind of store it and again start trying to do a head count of everyone and get lost halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
Alright. I get up.
And at this point it's damn near probably down near the middle of the night.
How long till Joanna gets her office?
She'll be up next. That's another 4-ish hours, but she'll be awake until just be that couple hours of downtime.
Which could be walking.
No.
Okay.
Downtime.
But that's with downtime, that's 4 a.m.
Yeah, it'd be I would say probably 2, 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah.
I'll keep on watch and I'll talk to the goblin real quick. I'm thinking once everyone's had a rest, we can go towards wherever you need to take us. And while it's really early and people are still sleeping, I sneak in, learn what I need to learn, sneak out, we come a plan, and then we kill the new dude.
Great plan. Do you have any cloth?
I gotta admit, it was in the pouch that lady took.
Sheet.
Sheet.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll grab out Connor's Connor clothes.
Yeah.
I'll just chuck her pants.
Thank you.
And he'll put them on and rip them off at the knee so they're still dangling by his ankles.
Nice.
Do you know of a group of kobolds that live around here?
Kobolds?
Yeah. Small red lizard people.
Oh, yeah. We saw a few of those.
Whereabouts?
They did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Whereabouts? Did you see them there?
Back home.
Wait. Where we're going?
Yeah.
Did you guys kill them and take them then?
They tried to talk to the newcomer. He didn't like it.
Oh no!
Yeah, did they want health potions?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know something?
No, we ran into them as well. They wanted health potions. No, they did.
But if you ran into them and they did, They run into us.
Oh, fuck. There's more of them.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the intelligence of the goblin? What's the number?
Cool. Then I'll just wait on watch until, and I'll clean my weapons and make sure everything's pristine.
Pristine.
Actually, as you're cleaning your weapons, one of the other goblins will kind of wake up. Why are you doing that?
Oh, they don't clean their weapons.
It's make sure that it stays sharp and does what it needs to do.
Mm.
It gets weaker and could break if you don't take good care of it.
Yeah, you get a new one.
You're not wrong.
I'll pull out my silver blade. This one is specially designed to kill monsters.
Really?
Just replacing it is not smart, as well as when you get used to one blade, it's safer to keep using it than swapping blades all the time.
All right.
And he'll take out his blade that's been shoved together, two different blades tied, and start wiping it with a leaf.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, you're changing goblin culture.
I will then grab my go for my pass that was taken.
Yeah.
I spent all my gold on it. So nothing.
That's actually so sad.
And then I will just stay there and watch until we're gonna.
Won't take long until everyone's fully rested, and as you all kind of wake up, the fire now a low ember. It would be probably 2:30 in the morning. The moon almost perfectly above you in the sky.
Oh my god. You wanna?
Yeah.
This time by just shaking your shoulder with my own.
The goblin that you were talking to will go,
Right, what's the plan?
Alright, you gotta take us to your base, your home.
Is anyone gonna be alone? Oh, that's right, you're scouting. Sorry, I'm still half asleep.
Yeah, but if he's asleep,
Oh, even
so another spider.
yeah.
Alright. We're gonna go.
Oh, I think we're doing some stealth.
Yeah, while they're asleep. Go.
Okay.
We might all be up and going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
alright. Yeah, take a quick toilet break for anyone that needs it.
Break time, future Kyle.
Alright. As everyone awakens and the camp gets pulled apart, the bits that need to be taken are taken, the rest is discarded and left. What's the plan moving forward?
We stealthily approach, once we get closer to the place, stealthily approach until we can see what the area looks like. If there's any fences, what are the guardrails?
As you guys start walking, one of the goblins will pipe up. He goes, "Looked like there was another patrol out front somewhere. Just be stealthy for the next little while until we see them."
Alright. Be stealthy.
I'll do my best.
Right.
How's your home defended? Large fence?
Big fence, lots of spikes.
Any secret way in now?
I mean, we'd probably slide down the mountain behind it, but you'd be noticed.
I'll figure it out as I get there.
Well, at this point, I'm kind of following your lead, as you are probably the most stealthiest of us, and figure out what we do.
Alright, I'll stealth it.
Okay. You want to give me a stealth check?
I'm just gonna stay ahead of the group to make sure I can warn them. So 18.
18. Alright. You walk for... How far ahead of the group?
30 feet.
Okay. Can I get stealth checks from you guys as well, please?
Yeah. This is so sad.
As I'm ahead, I'm able to like help them by like pointing out like.
I'm just
signs.
lowering the DC
Okay.
for them.
Oh, yeah.
stand behind.
You want to take a look at what my second roll was? I'm rolling with disadvantage.
One.
Oh.
Is that a 20?
Yeah.
Damn.
And guess what my first roll was?
One.
2.
Damn. Total up?
2.
Okay. As Strider is pushing forward, you walk for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, until you spot the embers of a campfire. And you can hear the rushing of water pretty close by up ahead. As you kind of stop to assess that campfire, you hear behind you the snapping of a twig on the ground as Yorna kind of comes to a stop.
And I'm like clutching my armor because I'm thinking, oh yeah, I need to make this stop making noise. And did not notice the twig.
Does that catch anyone's attention that we can see?
Give me a perception check.
I'm just
I'm
like
also looking.
mid-step.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
14.
14. Hard to make out anything in the darkness. With a 17, you notice that near that campfire, you can see through the trees, there is one goblin that is on watch, and you can't see the full creature, but you can see the light of the fire in its eyes as its head turns towards where the sound came from, but it doesn't look like it's noticed anything. It's just heard whatever that was.
I'll look to Lily to see if Lily can like identify where he is. I'll try to look for him again.
Alright. Are you moving any closer?
Yeah. I'm gonna stealthily try. I want to sneak up behind whatever's at this camp.
Okay. Give me another stealth check, and yeah, you're going all the way out.
Uh, 16.
16. Yeah, he definitely doesn't see it. You sneak up, and you can see a small campfire that's like burning low, a little bit of smoke coming off the embers. You can see a goblin who is like sitting on a log, kind of looking in the direction of where the rest of the group is. You can see around him there are two other goblins that are asleep next to him. Another one of those wolf dogs that is curled up next to the fire. And on a bed of like leaves and sticks is a like 6-foot human height with his armor next to him. This furred humanoid figure with an almost like bestial face that looks goblin-ish, but is covered in like thin hair, large mat hair that's pulled back. You can see is a hobgoblin that is also asleep at this campsite. Large, polished sword sitting next to him.
I turn to one of the goblins like that are with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, so. That's not going to sneak up behind a little bit.
Yeah.
On its right.
Mhm.
I'm going to look to our group.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to gesture to the our goblins.
Mm-hmm. They're too far away. They don't even see you.
could I see?
Give me a perception check.
There's one goblin, so we can get through it.
Yeah, but like, I just love the goblin.
19.
19. Yeah, every so often you can see those embers kind of burn a bit brighter, and you can see Strider behind the goblin give that gesture questioningly.
Just try to say, does he kill them or not?
I mean, those are our friends.
Okay, then I'm going to.
Was he trying to kill them?
He might see us.
That makes sense.
I then will. How are we doing? How are we doing?
How we doing?
Unarmed strikes.
Not unarmed strikes, like
Non-lethal.
non-lethal attacks.
Non-lethal attacks.
Oh,
We'll just go back to doing it rules as written, I think.
okay. What is the rules of it?
Just a normal attack, but it will knock unconscious instead of killing.
Okay, cool. Then I will.
I think let me just do one.
I just imagine you picking up like a stone and just oh.
Or you do a choke until they pass out.
Yeah, I'm just not so friction.
Yeah. Then behind it,
Mm-hmm.
I assume I have Invine Todd.
If you're going in now, give me one more stealth check.
12.
Yeah,
But-
that beats his. Well, actually, he is actively looking for something.
Behind him?
Definitely beats that.
He rolled my ass.
15, sorry.
Sweet, you got a 3.
Okay. I'm going to get behind him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slay his prey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to non-lethally just try to knock him out in one go.
Yeah. Are you doing this with your sword?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an attack. Take advantage.
That is better. That is 21.
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
I don't know if
Uh,
it'll be much.
That will be 10.
10. How do you knock this goblin unconscious?
Yes!
Like
Make sure he doesn't hit the ground.
like a pro.
No.
I was gonna grab the hilt of my blade.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see me like try to line up like the back of the neck, and I'm just gonna and then like try and catch him.
Okay. And catch him and just lay him down gently.
Look around. Everyone else is asleep.
They seem to be for now.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Lily.
What?
Not to me. Go past.
Like,
Until eventually you would see the group of them coming out. The goblins would lead them to a small bridge over what is a stream on the path nearby, maybe 80 or so feet away from where the goblins are.
You said there was a shiny blade.
Yeah?
no.
Shiny blade. You still.
What type of blade is
It is a long
it?
sword.
It's a long sword?
I use
Looks
long
kinda cool.
swords.
Does it look well kept?
It looks very well kept.
Can I attempt to take it?
It is right next to where that hobgoblin is sleeping.
He's not touching it?
He's not touching it.
Come on, mission success.
I think, like, I'm pretty close. How close am I to him already?
You just have to go. I mean, you probably have to walk past him to get to the group.
You never
Yeah,
did
so
that.
maybe
As I'm
15,
going past, I'm gonna try and take it.
Then can I please get a stealth check for trying to leave the vicinity of the camp, and a sleight of hand check.
Do I have advantage or just DC as well? Because seriously.
Sleight of hand, you can have advantage.
Okay.
Give me the stealth first.
Yeah, easy. Stealth is 16.
16. Sweet. You dart around. Give me a sleight of hand with advantage.
That is going to be 16 again.
16. Easy enough. You kind of step past, making sure not to hit any twigs or leaves that have been set up next to the fire here, and reach down and pick up a rather hefty longsword off the ground.
Strength-based, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to hold this and I'm going to go catch up to the others.
Alright. Can I get stealth checks from the group as you walk past this camp?
Am I good?
No, you're
Okay, come on. Come on.
Goblins are rolling good on this stuff.
That's cactus hell.
12. 12, sorry.
Huh.
Come on.
7.
7. You're lucky they're asleep.
Hey!
You're definitely lucky there isn't one on watch.
Hey,
what a smart idea.
just to take your arm or what was stealth.
Oh, shoot. My titties are gonna fall out.
I like to imagine now.
Oh!
I like to imagine now that you are wearing nothing
Yeah.
under your arm.
It's
No,
just
no,
halfway.
that's
Yeah.
not what I meant. She just wears a very skin tight thing underneath where it just it would
No
just
padding.
I'm just
yeah.
imagine straight like
No,
just
no,
raw
no.
titty against chainmail.
She's got that black like
Aw.
sheer thing underneath, so it's like she takes that off. It's just
Always
this.
pumping baby powder in.
No, it's just very skin tight. That's what I meant.
She got that latex.
No, not latex. Not latex.
Man, we'll never know if she's as flat as Dana.
Oh, she's not flat.
It's just the breastplate giving implications.
Actually, yeah. What would that make my AC if I took my chainmail off?
10.
Plus dex.
It's like
Damn.
Well, if you have the shield.
But the problem is I'd still have to carry it.
Yeah, and it would. Where is it medium?
Chainmail's medium, I think.
Yeah, so that's going to take you like 5 minutes to put on.
Not worth. Not worth.
I'm just saying, it's an option if we're not gonna get in combat with doing stealthy things.
Yeah.
Alright.
I catch up to the others.
I'll just brute force it.
I'm gonna put it on. Got this long sword. I stole it from the hobgoblin. It's
How does it look different from my current one?
It's a thicker blade, for sure, and it's definitely... This doesn't look like a standard issue weapon. This looks like it was at some point made for something. Like it has like ornate designs that look like they've been like specially asked for.
You think I can see if I recognize any of the designs? Just someone that's just been around weapons and
Yeah, I mean, give me...
proficient in a few weapons myself.
Just call that an intelligence check.
Then I'm just gonna strap that to like my back with just some like random belts and strapping I have like across
18.
my back.
18. Looking at this blade, specifically it looks like this was requested potentially not by a combatant, but by a collector. It looks like it's seen very little use, but it is... I'd say maybe you recognize a signature of a rather old blacksmith. So it's been forged a long time ago and barely seen use, so it's held up really
Still looks pretty like good though for a fight.
Yeah.
Give it a test.
fully functional, just unused.
Hell yeah.
That's a brand new blade though.
It's very nice. I do like mine. It's a trusty blade.
Let's fight the epic battle. Follow the goblins to the cave. I'll ask, how long do you think they'll be on watch for before they come back?
I mean, we saw them when we was doing watch, so they'll probably be asleep for 4 or so hours.
When they wake up, one of them might realize. I don't think he knows I knocked him out, like he didn't know I was there. But we did take one of their swords, so they might know that's missing.
Right. Good to know.
Just tell them, like, if they ever ask you guys while we're not around, just say that you heard rumors that there's like this thing going around stealing shinies.
There's a thing going around stealing shinies.
Yes, there is.
I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, be careful.
Right. Should be 4 or 5 hours away.
Alright, let's keep going.
4 or 5?
I was gonna say, otherwise,
I thought it
we'll
was
get there like early morning.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
we'd
I'd say maybe 3 hours from now.
Okay.
Because they said it was about another half day's travel.
Yeah.
So
onwards.
if you waked up, yeah. So it'll be before dawn next time.
Okay.
So you continue forward through the forest. You can see there is a much more well-worn path here now, where the long overgrown grass has been pushed down to a more often traversed road. Eventually you can see the mountains kind of beginning to form up from the landscape, and get the sense that wherever these goblins have set up camp is likely at the base of the mountains, the foot of the mountain range. And eventually the trees start to thin a little bit as you approach where the goblins say the camp is. What's the plan as you grow near within a few hundred feet?
Just being stealthy, I just want to get as close as I can so I can see what type of gate, what type of fence we're looking at.
Yeah. Can I just get a group perception check?
My dragon, I see all.
21.
Jesus Christ.
13.
26.
Oh, dang.
What?
My dragon, I see all.
Damn, bro.
Then Strider and Yorna.
Yeah.
You would notice as you approach, you can see large, like 12-foot tall walls of tree logs that have been sharpened to spikes that are outlining almost in a semicircle around an encampment of a few dozen tents. These, like, not makeshift by any means, but ramshackle tents of creature hides or whatever they could find in nature or loot off caravans that they have built shelters from. You can see small smokestacks of fire that is billowing up behind the walls. So this is a semicircle of those pointed sticks, and behind that essentially goes into like sheer cliff face, and then goes up and disappears into the mountain ranges. With the wall's height, it's hard to get an eye on too much of what's inside it, but as you approach the gates, you would likely be able to see more of what's inside.
So you're going to scout.
Yeah, I guess you guys stay here while I go and scout.
Because I'd rather stay put.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'll just rise.
Do you think you could help me out? I mean, like, inspire you. Just in case I come into some trouble.
Let love be your guide.
I guess. I've never really let love be my guide before.
Look around, one of the goblins at a single
I love these goblin friends. Please don't.
And I will stealth up ahead to scout the area.
Okay.
This is the gate I can get.
Give me a stealth check first.
Dun 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 dun.
3.
14.
14. Right.
I'll go with 14.
And give me a perception check.
Perception. Ooh. Tasty. And natural 20.
A natural 20. Very nice. You can see a little bit of movement inside the camp. It looks like most of the individuals are asleep, but there's a few that are kind of wandering, maybe looking in each other's bags, things like that. At the front gates, you can see a large form, probably easily twice Lily's height, maybe almost twice your height.
Okay.
Sitting leant up against the gate with a large axe behind him, an ogre, just snoring, like rattling the gates next to him with each snore. And on the other side of the gate, so the ogre on the left, on the other side, you can see a goblin in full red cloak down the front, is wearing a bronze helmet that has some large gashes down the side, and is kind of keeping an eye out in the front gate. And interestingly, because you arrived here in the dark, you can see that he is spinning in his hands a dagger that is glowing and lighting up the environment around him
Wow.
ever so slightly. And he's just kind of looking around, like keeping a sharp eye out. You see him like glance in your direction as he thinks he notices something, but dismisses it and just goes back to what he's doing.
You need to
Idiot. It just turned it off. Okay. I go to sleep. I pull out my little notebook. I read bed overs. Cool, as strong as a spider. Nice. Back. Put that in. Nice. Does he look like a normal goblin?
He looks like, at the very least, he looks like he thinks he can throw more of a punch.
He's probably like, he probably has a higher AC.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take a few steps back, and I'm gonna like go to the right side where he is.
Yeah.
So I assumed I was on the left side of like
Okay.
the road. I'm gonna go to the right side of the road.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try stealthily get around to like one of the sides of him,
I'm gonna bring the
keeping
map.
my range away from his lighting, his glowing dagger.
Bring a map up just to be safe. No, that's too soon.
Also, multiple different types of squares.
No. Alrighty.
We get to see the ogre mini. It's been so long.
You get to see the new one.
Oh,
I showed you the new one. So you'd be sneaking up to try and get over here somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pine trees somewhere.
it's actually some
Over
with
here.
daggers. I feel like my character is some character that carries like every type of weapon on him, depending on the situation. Like it doesn't just run. I was like, I don't have a dagger yet. Also, I was gonna buy a few flowing blades and daggers, but
You can see Len up against the wall here.
that's
So,
got veins popping out.
and sitting on this side is our bronze-helmed boy with the glowing dagger.
Bronze helmed boy.
And I'll say also,
Don't forget the skeleton remains here.
you can see a few other goblins kind of milling about.
Oh shoot, it's goblin time.
Inside.
They should.
They should.
Yeah, I was curious.
Yes. Definitely.
And how far back is everyone else standing?
I'm far away enough that I don't need to roll a stuff.
Alright, so probably like 60 feet back from Strider.
Yeah.
Let's say it's 30 feet from Strider.
Okay, we can put you on the map first. And I'll say for now, would you have instructed the goblins to be with Lily or to be with you?
I think, yeah, goblins stay
Okay.
with me.
Then can I get a stealth check from Lily, please?
Yeah.
You got this.
60.
16. You sneak up, and this goblin seems invested enough in his glowing dagger that he doesn't seem to pay any attention.
I'll move. I'll move. I'll step one square forward.
You activated my 12 cord.
I'm gonna try turn and look at Lily. Remember that. Disgusting. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah, I come up. I pull the string.
You really coming?
Hello.
Yeah. I'm saying, you can do that there.
I come around. I stand there
Alright.
Shiny eye.
and I cast Minor Illusion.
Minor illusion?
Yes.
How big can minor illusion?
Does not say.
I used to have minor illusion.
Create a sound or image of an object within range that's for the direction.
I think it is like 5 feet. The silent image is the big one.
Major image is the big one. If you create the image of an object such as a chair or a small chest, it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect.
I am going to create an illusion of a pile of gold. Damage.
Alright, I'm with you. I like this.
And I draw my sword.
Yes.
This is the pile of gold.
So our plan is for as if he walks over to check out the gold, I'm gonna slowly stuff up behind him as he gets to it and go for another knockout.
Okay. The creature can determine it's an illusion with a successful investigation check against your spell save DC. Alright, what's your spell save DC?
13.
Intelligence?
Do you think he would go up to it to investigate it?
An investigation check would require you to investigate. That is not a perception check. You're totally right.
Intelligence investigation.
Okay then. I'm going to see if he falls for it first of all. Yes.
Whoa.
What's that?
Okay, in this moment, are you attempting to set up a surprise round?
Yeah, I'm just attempting to, as he gets to like the square, I assume, to look at it, I'm going to come up behind him, and as he goes to like reach for it, I'm going to just try and knock him out.
Okay then. Can I get, as he walks up...
I will say it's pretty right now though.
Yeah. Can I get stealth checks with advantage for you guys, because he's distracted? Just to make sure that he is surprised in this moment.
Ish. But 19 for a 21.
Nice.
18 for me.
Look at that. 19.
He walks up and seems fully invested in this pile of gold. Going, and just what the fuck is this? So he walks up, and you two do get a surprise round.
He's just like, how the hell did I miss this?
And I will.
Watching that track.
Hunters won't last an hour. So casting it now isn't a bad thing. I'm gonna cast bonus action. I'm gonna drink my Hunter Sense potion and make it my target.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go for a back of the hand blade and try and knock him out.
Yeah, alright. Give me an attack roll. Actually, just for the sake of making sure we do this right, can I get initiative from everyone?
Yeah. Nice.
14.
19.
8.
That's fine.
Thanks, bro. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, okay, so this is my little diagram. So this is like the decked out goblin. This is the ogre. This is the newcomer.
Why is the newcomer look like
No, but I'm like, draw something monstrous looking.
Monstrous looking. I need a closer look at this.
That's very long. This guy's ruling the goblin category.
Do you want to see it?
It's like a chimney down.
Yeah.
We get to the camera's like,
Boy.
Alright. Surprise round. Strider's up first anyway. Go ahead. You rolled the attack?
I have not yet.
Go ahead.
I have advantage.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Classic. Easy. 21.
21 hits. Yeah. What's some damage from?
Uh, 14 damage.
Alright. As you come up behind him, how do you try and knock this goblin?
This time, I see him going, where did he put his dagger? His dagger's in the hand?
He's holding
tight.
Okay. As he goes to like look at it, I'm going to put out my hand under. I'm gonna first go for a hit on his arm to like drop the dagger and spin and get him in the throat. Just like the wind, get the wind out of him.
Windpipe.
As he goes to look at the coins and starts bending down, you hit him in the hand, dealing that damage, and you hear him turn around and go, "What the fuck?" And he's not down.
Second attack.
Go ahead.
So with the crossbow, I don't know. Can I knock him unconscious with a crossbow?
Ranged weapon. I don't think you can do non-lethal with a ranged weapon.
I'm gonna look around and be like, "This is my goblin out of an army of goblins. It's not a bad thing." And I'm gonna shoot him in the throat where I hit him.
Yeah, go for it.
Because he knows I'm here now.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm like 20 something. 18 plus 6 to hit.
that'll.
And then.
They just wanted to go.
11 damage.
All right, how do you finish him off?
As I see that he realizes what's happening, I'm just going to quickly to the windpipe.
Yeah.
Just close range. Like, I'm going to put it so the crossbow's touching him.
Yeah.
So it makes no sound. Just shoot, like, melee range crossbows.
What the fuck? And it pierces through it.
And I'm just going to catch the dagger and him.
All right. And he slumps to the ground.
And I will drag him and put him in this bush.
Yeah. Well,
The bush.
can I just get a stealth check for that whole encounter? See how quiet you are.
3 plus 6. Natural 20. I was unconscious, so hopefully he's having a hard time. Just put him in there. I will grab that dagger.
Yeah.
And he was making it glow?
Even when he drops, it's sitting on the ground glowing.
Figure it out. Can I try, like, think unglow?
You're holding it. There's bright light for 10 feet, dim light for 10 feet. There doesn't seem to be any inclination you can turn this off.
No? Cool. I'm going to put it in my bag.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Yeah. Be like the faintest of glows
Nice.
emanating.
Is that going to hinder me at all? Am I stealthing?
No.
Okay, good.
You can hide it in your bag well enough. That won't be a problem.
And I will go.
One of the goblins turns to Yona.
What's happening? Why does he look dead?
I can't really tell from here, I'm sorry.
Shit.
I'll walk over to Lily.
Yeah.
Let's try and fail.
I didn't fail.
I didn't say that. It's tough to make some out of it.
Victim.
He's asleep. So I'm gonna go sneak in now and get him. You just find me and I'll come back.
For how long?
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Any problem?
Maybe like 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Any problems?
Yeah. I just promise.
Got pinky. That way it's that way.
Here's the dice roll.
Alright, I'm gonna now try sneak past the sleeping ogre.
Right. The plan is to enter through the front gate.
Yep, I'm gonna go by myself. And I'm going to... No, I'm gonna stealth up to here and then come to see if I see any more stuff before I make my decision.
Right. Give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You get up that close, and you can see, as you get up there, the faintest flicker of firelight reveals a spider silk thin tripwire drawn along the length of the front gate that you were a half a foot away from jumping into. And you can see on either side of the gate is a tree trunk log ready to fall in on the front gate. As you enter, you can see that this camp, or not enter, as you get to the gate, you can see this camp semicircle has another set of spiked wooden walls partway through, but you can see what looks like a stone structure behind that second wall that looks weirdly out of place. Either the camp was built around it or something put it there. It's not something that the goblins have built.
I will step over the thing, and I notice these guys are sleeping compared to these ones standing. So I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. Gonna go around that way. Can I get a stealth check then?
Do I get any advantages with sleeping boys?
No, because you're also competing with these guys. So.
That's right. I'll use my inspiration.
Yeah.
D6. That's pretty helpful, to be honest. Stealth 6. That's 16.
What is everyone else doing as Strider is disappearing
Just-
through the front gates?
Just above table. If something like a goblin cocks it, does he get saving throws?
No.
So he's just dead.
Shouldn't have thought.
I don't want to break it to his goblin friends.
One goblin left.
Yeah.
You took too much brain damage.
I'm gonna retain my distance.
Okay.
Just seeing where it goes.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on the big dude.
Okay. You're just gonna keep an eye on the
Was
other?
your illusion still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's for a minute.
Your roll was a 16?
Yeah.
As you're stealthing around that side, you hear one of the wake goblins go,
What was that?
one of the other ones is,
Yeah, just one of them sleeping. Ignore it.
and they go back to whatever they're doing.
There.
Probably the wind. How far do I get?
You'd get like around kind of near where they are at the campfire there.
Mm.
On the edge of that.
I'm just gonna keep going until I get to that fence,
Okay.
and then like
Sneaking around to that fence, to the like second entrance into the back area. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try see if there's a gate or an entrance across this fence. Or if that stone thing seems like it's the entrance.
It's essentially there's another like set of walls like this, so there's just another gap that leads into the next area.
Is there a guard there?
As you approach, you can hear what sound like a few goblins on the other side of the wall that are awake.
At the side of the wall?
Yeah.
I look on top and they're spiked.
Yeah, they're like about the same height as the ogre, big like tree trunks sharpened to a point.
I'm gonna shimmy to the where the wall, the inner wall,
Yeah.
leads to the entrance.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to see if I can listen and hear where the two guards are.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. You can hear 4 sets of voices, 2 on the left and 2 on the right.
I'm going to move a bit to the down the wall again, go against it, put my hood up so it's just black
Yeah.
against it, and I'm going to. Do I notice the goblins when they're speaking? They're speaking in common.
They're speaking in Goblin.
In goblin. I'll go close to the door, and I'm gonna. Can I get a little peek through the entrance, like one eye, just to see like if there's like what is on this side of it, just a little bit.
Yeah, give me a
Even if I can climb up with my climb speed and just like peek over.
Yeah, you probably just do that. Yeah, give me a perception check.
That is a 27.
27. Okay. What you see is a second area slightly larger than the front yard. A lot more tents and a few more campfires that are burning out. A lot more sleeping goblins in this area. Some of them curled around the campfire, some of them in their tents. You can see that there are those 4 guards stationed on the other side of the entrance, but there's also another 2 that you can see are standing in front of that large stone structure that you can now see fully from the top of this wall is a 25-foot tall, gargantuanly oversized carved stone throne that has been carved from the rocky earth beneath it. And you can see that it's built out of the stone that is transitioning into the mountainside. So you can see 2 goblins at the base of that, with what looks like a kind of matted brown fur bugbear sitting on that throne. And behind the throne is what looks like a cave entrance.
Is he awake?
He's asleep, but the 2 guards standing at the base of the chair are awake.
Does he look like the newcomer?
You get a sense that this is the newcomer. You can see the corpses of a few goblins and a couple of kobolds surrounding the throne.
We're climbing with me up here.
Yeah.
How long do you think I could maintain holding myself up here and watching?
I mean, it's probably more a question of how long could the wall hold you.
Okay. I'm going to attempt, just as long as I can,
Yeah.
try to figure out what this boy is.
The newcomer?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Like that his name is just the new
I want to use my book ability. I want to, like, read his...
assess on this, yeah.
19.
19. I mean,
That's what I'm looking at.
from here you can only see his form, right? You can't see him in combat, you can't see his weaponry. But looking at the creature, seems like an upper 1 level threat.
Do I have the idea that I could vault over this? With the spikes? Like if I put my foot in the middle and like climb down gently? Or...
I mean, you probably could, but it'll be hard to control how softly you're able to go.
I'll climb back down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will start going back.
Yeah.
And just dodge this trap.
Okay. Give me one more stealth check to get out of the front gate compound.
Oh no. That one was so advantage. It was an 18 and it slowly tipped. I think 13.
As you drop down from the wall, one of the support beams that's holding those spiked logs up tumbles with you and rolls. One of the awake goblins does. No, I think I heard something, and looks around. Oh, goes, what in the hell is that? And you can see 2 goblins start heading in your direction.
They're heading in my direction? Whereabouts am I currently? Like at that place?
You're about 20 extra feet that way.
Do I hear the goblin fly?
Give me a perception check.
That's 7.
7. You hear something, but you're not sure if it's worth noting.
I will... The goblin's lying down. Is there anything else around them?
A few tents and things.
2 tents. Can I try to hide in a tent?
Yeah.
Let's try to go into the tent.
Yeah.
Just stumble on some goblin eggs.
Oh no. That's better. That is 16
16.
stuff.
You walk into a tent, and there is a shirtless goblin, fully unconscious, sprawled out on like a straw bedding, just snoring
I'm
away.
just gonna close the thing behind
Yeah.
me and just listen out.
And you rolled a 16?
Yeah.
That one. Come over. You can hear them outside the tent.
One of the fucking support beams fell off. That's all it was.
You can hear them kind of pushing back to the side.
I'm just gonna say stealthily.
You dart your way back out the front.
God.
I'm gonna go to Lily.
Yeah.
And then.
Mhm.
Alright.
Alright, what are we dealing with?
The tier 1 upper bugbear, dude.
Which means what exactly?
A bit stronger. The spiders that fought the giant spiders, they were tier 1 upper, but they were pretty weak as a tier 1.
Okay.
So it's probably stronger than that, but not too much stronger. A lot of goblins. An ogre. Yeah.
Our priority is the newcomer, yes?
Yes, I think we have to challenge him because there is two. We would have to kill. We don't want to kill all the goblins, apparently. If that's the way you guys want to do it.
What happened to Grow?
Who?
Grow.
I think he's talking about the one that
Oh,
you're interacting with.
he unfortunately had to die.
Good fucking prick.
Oh.
Do you know if the glowing dagger he had could turn off glowing? Like stop glowing?
One of the others pipes up this.
If I can, he never did.
And the ogre is okay to keep alive, or he also needs to go?
I mean, the less of us you can kill, the better.
Okay, so just the newcomer.
Do you think one of you guys could go into your base? Go up to the newcomer. Be like, Bosh, someone out front is challenging you.
I can try.
Yeah.
Oh, what I did was that they close the scene where like, oh, they made all the companies from the this like giant dude. And so the gold forces Jackson because he'll have to stay.
I don't think everyone's gonna leave. I think it's better to lure out what we're trying to fight.
Wait, do all of you guys hate the spiders?
I mean, we just steer clear usually.
Okay. Do you keep the prisoners here? Yeah.
Prisoners?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't usually have prisoners.
Okay. Fair. Alright.
Oh, if you're talking about the one we captured, the Hume, they'll probably keep him in the cave at the back.
What about a dwarf?
They'll probably keep him in the cave at the back.
Okay, cool. Alright, that was behind the walls. I think we bring the boss out here. I think we go with that plan. Do you mind going and getting the boss to come out front?
Can we all go?
Yeah.
Good.
And if you do, get him and walk with him up to here. Okay?
Yeah,
And keep him here.
we can try.
Cool, thank you. Okay. You know, as I go off. If we can, like, if you could stand here like you're the challenger, right?
Mhm.
Right? And he steps there. There is this little web trap. If you could push him into it, a bunch of logs are gonna fall off.
How big was this newcomer again?
That's about it. Like, you just gotta do this.
That the logs were like dragons.
Either or. Yeah.
Well,
Time to
never
get that
mind.
into shoulder of yours.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, that's the plan. Alright, so let's all step slightly closer and appear our locations
Okay.
on the map.
All right.
Yeah, go get your boss. Wait, let us go first and get in position. I'll give you a thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. Come up here. I'll hide. I want to hide like over here.
Yeah.
So I'm still close, but like in the shadows of the thing. And then
I'm gonna stealth up to like a nearby bush so that I can get to the middle of the road. Relatively straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
where you hiding?
See if he's gonna be like.
Where should I hide it? Was that a tree or a bush?
I don't know.
They can all be trees.
Alright, I'm
Behind
behind
the
the tree.
Yeah.
Then can I get stealth checks from everyone as you approach?
Oh, I can't see.
Perfectly invisible net 20. Ooh.
21.
Nice.
6!
Nice.
Nat 20. All right.
I'm just like, shh.
All right. You're all in position.
Mhm.
Go goblins. Close up.
They'll start walking in.
And as they get there, I will thumbs up to you on it to like, you ready?
As they walk in, you can see one of them with the dog starts walking in. One of them like puts an arm out in front and points at the tripwire. They lift the dog over, walk over that tripwire and in to the compound. I reckon it's almost 11. You guys want to leave it there for tonight?
I want to fight him.
Yeah, but how long is it gonna take?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we should wait.
Yeah.
We'll start right back up here next time.